Hello and welcome to our Lifestream D&D campaign. Currently with the penitive title of Equivocation. I am your DM Hesper, and tonight joined by the usual suspects. Um, so picking up from last time, you guys basically investigated the aftermath of the combat with these giant panther owl-like creatures. Um, Trying to figure out if there's anything odd in the area, trying to detect for magic, detect for evil things, so on and so forth. Only oddity finding out that there were like two newly borns, essentially, of these creatures, just only a couple days old. Um, you then decide to split the group. Part of the group goes back to town for some supplies, mostly for the newborns, and the rest of the group tends to stay behind. Oh, and that one group that went to go. Um, Back to town, also went to pick up Goosewaddle, and then headed back out of town to this cave and essentially camped out for the night, watching after these
Yeah.
newborn.
Hey, Hesper, you skipped the milking.
Uh-huh. Well, I mean, if somebody really obviously wants to hear that, they can obviously go hear that in the video, but anyways. Uh,
What did we
like I
milk
said,
again, Hesper?
uh, the creatures.
The
Anyways,
corpses?
sure, why not?
The dead
Anyways.
creatures. We milked them.
Uh-huh. Anyways. Anyways, like I said, you guys camp out for the night. The next morning, the group splits up once again. Part of them stays with these creatures, these newborn creatures. The others will go to pick up the wagons, horses, supplies, the reward for uh doing their job. Um, and again, come back out where the rest of the group is, and again camp out for the night. At which case, the group actually gets on the road as you guys start heading out of town, traveling at a faster pace, if I remember right, allowing you guys to essentially get to the crossroads on the outside of Rio Style, where we will pick up as you both wagons are now approaching this campfire essentially.
Do
Um,
you have the world map that you've given us as like a scene that you can put us on?
uh, I can do that real quick if you guys really want that.
I mean, that just sounds like it'd be nice to have.
I mean, like I said, I can do that. It's just take me a little bit of time here. So you gotta remember where did I put that? Here. Okay. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this all set up. I mean, like I said, you guys do have the one, but if you want me to set that up, I can.
I would appreciate it. Um, for one thing, it would be so that viewers can see the map and I can also still do things in Roll20.
Okay. Well, like I said, unfortunately, it's going to take me a hot minute to kind of
Yeah.
figure this out and make sure I got everything to scale and stuff. Let's see here.
Sorry I sprang this on you.
That's all right. That's all right.
Hmm. Anybody Play. Oh,
There we go.
just as I lean back. Thank you, Feugy, for posture checking me.
I saw I could do it, and I asked him if I should, and he said he was going to do it, so.
Okay. Anyways, not what I wanted to do. Just give me a quick second here. Layer, map layer. Okay. So I guess since I don't have a background or whatever, there you go. Just so
Yeah,
there you
awesome.
go. It's roughly about the same size as the other one, give or take. Anyways,
Thank you. You're so powerful. What a king.
anyways, as I was saying, so is like I said, as we're picking up, you guys are currently traveling in the wagon, coming to the crossroads there. And like I said, you notice campfires and shadows of shapes as of like outlines and stuff of probably similar wagons and stuff off in the distance, not too terribly far away from you guys from where you're currently at. As like I said, it's starting to get late. We're probably pushing maybe 6 to 7 o'clock at night by the time that you guys get to this point.
Um, do we want to just say we meet up with whoever is at this camp? Because we already kind of see shapes. That seems to be where the interest is.
Yeah, I think we should head over there and then ask some questions about maybe the gentleman who lost his cart at the
Okay.
entrance of Rios. How do you pronounce it? Rio style?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. That's what we're doing. Because we think he's here, right? At the crossroads?
We assume he might be, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going through some notes real quick to just kind of yeah, okay. I was just making sure. Okay, so is you guys okay, so you guys are just going up there with the wagon and doing anything else? Just going up. Mm, I mean, like I said, I don't know if you guys are doing anything as you guys are approaching, or are you guys just approaching and hoping for the best? What's going on?
As we get
Uh,
closer, can we get some details on maybe what we actually see? Because our last update was we kind of see some vague silhouettes and figures and stuff, right?
yeah, yeah. I mean, like I said, it's getting darker out. Without getting close, I mean, even those with
Mm-hmm.
with dark vision and stuff are going to have. It's only out to so far, and you guys are, unless you guys get within like 60 feet or whatever.
Okay, okay.
Um, I mean, like I said, you can see, like I said, you can see a wagon as you guys are getting closer and stuff. You can probably, well, especially those with dark vision, can probably make out silhouettes of people like sitting around the campfire. Again, not quite sure what they are and stuff because you're not close enough, but they seem to be humanoid in size, varying give and take. Um, and Yeah, if you guys aren't being quiet about it,
Do
they're
do we
they're
know before we got too close? Do we know if this is generally like a safe crossroads or is it more dangerous?
uh
Because we would
Any
have gone through here. when we all came to Rio Style, right? It's the only entrance to Rio Style, yeah?
You three, no, you guys went through the fields and stuff and stayed off the road. The other four of you, the three of you who got there in a group, the other four, Cados, Lani,
Oh yeah,
uh,
we came from
Zell,
Nightingale
and
originally.
well, you and Lonnie did, yeah, and
Yeah.
the other two, but you two have traveled the roads, and they were fair for you guys. It didn't seem like anything. Of course, at the same time, you know,
We traveled during the
wild
day.
there's travel during the day. You know, lucky with no wild creatures, and you know, and what you're traveling with too was also very, let's say, Spartan-esque.
Well,
Yeah.
I think if we're traveling together in 2 wagons with a pair of newborn kittens, maybe 2 of us should scout ahead before we get any closer to determine if this is a bandit camp or something more benign.
Okay. Well, like I said, it seems like that there's probably about, let's say, 3 wagons here, and probably silhouettes of like horses nearby, like tied off. But yeah, that's up to you guys if you guys want to stop the wagon or such. I mean, granted, you guys weren't necessarily being too quiet because you guys were moving at a faster pace, so there is a possibility that, whatever's there is alerted to your presence.
Yeah. I say I'm driving, right?
I thought we were
You're
a normal pace, not fast.
No,
No, we were going fast.
we decided to go fast so we could reach this crossroads at a reasonable time instead of like the middle
okay.
of the night, I think.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair.
Well, yeah, you guys decided to go at a faster pace so you guys would be able to get here in a day and not have to take, part of a day the next time to get here.
Yeah.
If you guys want to go at a normal pace after that, that's fine. But
Yeah, so I think as we approach this camp, we slow down a bit.
okay.
Um
I know
and
I know you're driving one, and
Pazuzu's
I
driving
was
the other.
driving.
yeah, and yeah, one of you was driving the. I think Pazuzu was driving the newer wagon, and you were driving the older one, Aster.
I thought it was the opposite.
I could be wrong, and it could be the other way around. I
Well,
don't
which
remember.
one has the one horse? 'Cause
We
one
have
has
Harry
one horse,
Trotter.
right?
The
Yeah, I
one
was
the
doing the
one
one.
the one horse is the old wagon.
That's the one that Feugy and I are
Yeah.
on front of.
Yeah, because I have Harry Trotter.
Okay, and
Okay.
then okay, so you guys have the older wagon up front, because I know Khaleesi was keeping an eye out. So
Yep.
then I guess okay, so Aster, you're following up with the 2 horses. Got it.
Boys, yeah.
Okay, so they're in front.
Yeah, they're in front. I thought you guys had the newer wagon, so that's why I thought you were in front and Khaleesi was riding with you, but I guess it was
Yeah.
the other way. Okay.
Then I
So,
will let back
anyways.
off and let Feugy handle this. Feugy and Khaleesi.
All right.
I think I'm gonna slow down
Okay.
and just Freyja. I'm gonna. I forgot her name. I had to ask her.
Mm.
Hey Freyja, do you see anything up ahead? I see some shadows. Do you have a good look on them?
All right, what do I roll?
Well, like I said, I pretty much gave you what you can
Oh,
see
okay.
with
All
the
right, all right.
distance. Yeah,
Okay.
no roll, no matter what, is going to give you hawk vision to see
Okay.
what's going, find details that are going up there, especially considering the
Roll
time.
to squint.
Looks
So,
like 3 wagons up ahead, some horses tied down.
I mean,
Cannot
like I
tell
said,
if friendly or hostile.
there doesn't seem to be any like sudden movement or anything like that, so it's it doesn't seem like they're startled or anything like that, or you're just gonna have to use your best judgment if you want to push ahead or if you want to.
Well, I think I'll stop the wagon
Okay.
and get down and go over to Anae. Hey, Anae, some people up ahead. Do you think you can go into owl vision there and scope it out for us?
Yeah, man. So I go into owl vision.
Okay. Sending your owl up ahead and
Yeah, kind of do a circle around the
okay.
commotion ahead.
Okay.
While he does that,
mhm.
sorry, I just wanted to add, while he does that, I will step out of the wagon since I felt the wagon stop and keep an eye out from the back of the wagon just to guard it.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Individual perception checks because they're obviously not for the same thing.
I roll one.
Yeah. For the owl, not for your
Okay.
character.
Let me pull that up then. Didn't think I'd be rolling the owl so early, guys.
We're starting
Yeah,
out this way. All right.
Looks like a road behind you. 14 on the owl. Okay. Like I said, looking at them, doing a quick flyby, you know, they seem like the people that are sitting around the campfire seem like that they heard your wagon a ways. So, because it's rolling through, it's going at a quick pace, it's going over rocks and stuff, you know. Probably something that they're used to. Um I would say you might see one, maybe two people. Yeah, no, I'm gonna say one person. One person who looks like that they're armed, but they look more as a bodyguard. The others seem to be dressed in, nicer clothing, more travel-esque, but at the same time nicer. Probably think somewhere between, let's see here. Probably think somewhere between Pazuzu and Freya's clothing, kind of in that range of how they look,
Okay.
the wagons are some of them are soft, some of them hard. None of them seem to be open, so you're assuming these are probably not like work wagons. They're probably more along the lines of probably mercantile wagons. Um like I said, some of them seem to be painted up pretty nicely and such, and kind of, the hard covered ones kind of seem much like the hard cover that you guys kind of have, except have their panels on there to lift them up and kind of as a side, you know, ice cream truck kind of esque kind of
Yeah.
counter or whatever. Um, like I said,
Like a
there's the
food
camp.
truck.
Yeah, a food truck kind of, or just like a hippie selling stuff out of a van kind of stuff. Yeah, just very, accessibility to being able to sell stuff easily. And as I said, a lot of this, some of them look nicer, some of them don't. Barrels and other goods seem to be strapped to the outside of them, probably to allow for more carrying room and such. Um, like I said, the people do seem to be alert. One of them, like I said, was armed. It seems to be a mixture, probably humans, maybe some that are half elven. It's hard to tell at this distance. There are some
Approximately how
short.
many?
Let's see here. There's three way. I would say there's probably about 6 people here.
Oh, okay, less than I was thinking.
Yeah. Um, like I said, one wagon I would definitely say is hard covered. The other two are soft. So, and like I said, one of the nicer dressed people looks a little better off. So, probably, but
All right.
just through his
Satisfied with
circumstances.
my surveillance, I snap back to my own senses and I say, just normal people, just over a handful of them, some merchants. I saw arms on one of them, but Uh, nothing I'm worried about. Probably a bodyguard.
I would say you probably also saw one of them that looked smaller. Could have been halfling, could have been gnome,
Okay.
could have been some other small folk, but they were all humanoid in shape and
Yeah.
humanoid in appearance.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't
yeah.
think I'm playing NA as a racist. But
No, I know, but I was, like none of them were like tabaxi or or like the more bestial races or anything like that. They're all pretty, as I said, pretty humanoid in looks.
Mhm, mhm.
All right, well let's go make some new friends. I hop back in the wagon and off we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right.
But
So
yeah,
as you guys,
to be clear, we're not like charging full speed at this camp. We're kind of going at like a
okay,
normal, friendly pace.
okay. All right. So as you guys are approaching, um, doesn't seem, mm, let's see here. I'm just trying to think here. Yeah. Since you guys are approaching and doesn't seem like you guys are doing anything to denote something. Probably are getting some suspicion as you guys are getting closer. You notice one of the figures is kind of probably gotten up from the campfire and seems to be standing in a somewhat covered position behind one of the wagons and seems to be probably keeping an eye on you as you guys draw closer. Uh, like I said, as you guys draw probably within about a good shouting distance. Well, before shouting, closer than shouting distance. You do hear like a fairly deep voice. You hear a you know halt. What's your business?
Uh, when hearing that, Rue is going to kind of stick his head out of the wagon and go, "Did anyone here recently lose a wagon?"
He's just gonna yell out the window. Yeah, did
Yes.
anybody recently lose a
Yeah.
wagon?
Right to business.
Probably not the response that they were looking for initially, but
Does Freya recognize the voice of the guy who shouted or the people that we can see being
mm,
merchants and such and dressed nice?
like I said, as you're approaching and stuff, and seems to be a little caught off guard by this, but still at the same time kind of on guard. They're a little bit more curious, but also, don't want, possible, who knows, maybe you guys are bandits for all they know. Kind of keeping an eye on you. You, Freya, probably feel kind of dumb because you're like, oh, yeah, right. Merchants usually hail each other before they get too close to signify that they're friendly.
I smack myself in the head like, duh.
So, yeah. So they're a little suspicious of you guys but at the same time, it's kind of at a distance, probably trying to size you guys up and hear, did anybody lose a wagon?
I
Uh,
shout out though, remembering that, just, hail! It's I am Freya Friedenlund, noble merchant. I've traveled the lands from, oh god, where am I from? I don't know where I'm from.
where are you from? You are from. Are you asking for the city, or are you asking for the the
No,
country?
I got it. I am a noble merchant from Armarsa, and we mean you no harm. We're just looking for the owner of a lost wagon.
Okay. Kind of giving this long-winded speech. I mean, granted, it's not. You're like, oh right, I kind of messed up. Generally, they're not that long. but flare it up however you want. But they seem to be less on edge, and you kind of notice like this. Like I said, the smaller figure seems to be keeping an eye. As you guys approach, seems to be keeping an eye. You kind of watch him kind of squint for a little bit, until you guys get close enough, and face seems to brighten up as he seems to recognize the leading wagon, and he's like, I didn't think I would ever see that again. As he's like talking to the other ones. Um, well, you guys probably wouldn't hear that, but he seems to be talking to the other ones, and um, like I said, suspicions seem to be lowering, and also, probably had a hand on probably drawing a bow or something is just gone lax at this point. It's like, okay, well, this doesn't seem to be any kind of trouble or anything like that. And the one that you would have seen that would have been armed and probably is a guard of some kind. So as you guys enter their vicinity, I would say getting closer, you definitely can tell this is a halfling. Kind of like runs up to the wagon, just kind of like, I I can't believe, you know, I thought it was gone for good. I mean, who would have known somebody would have gotten so pissed off about somebody selling medicine?
Well, friend, we have a
wait,
story for you.
yeah, we can explain that. I think we we've been there since probably the beginning of this whole thing. So
Okay, well, I mean, unfortunately, I lost a lot of. I mean, unless you somehow brought all my goods that I lost, which I seriously doubt, since I did hear quite a few of them crash and break. And I mean, I have some, I was hoping to make some coin, obviously with my goods, but apparently that's not really going to be too much of a case. I don't have much coin on me to offer you, though, unfortunately.
uh, I guess we'll whisper to each other for a little bit. Like, I don't really mind just getting this guy back on his feet for free.
Yeah.
I don't expect any coin.
Did we ever expect any coin?
No.
No.
Bruce,
Wow,
Just-
we're really bad at this. But no, Freyja, merchant heart and all. No, she just wants to get him back going.
Okay.
Well, I get off the wagon and I start giving Harry Trotter a hug, and I just tell the guy, just just promise you're gonna take care of Harry Trotter for me, please.
Uh, I mean, you're more than welcome to keep the horse. I have my own.
Wait, where did we get this horse from?
Did the horse come free with the wagon because they found the horse? They were
That
like,
That was from the
horse,
previous horse. The
That-
previous wagon.
that one
Oh!
came from the covered wagon, and then you guys bought 2 horses for the covered wagon.
I was gonna say, that's what I
Oh,
thought.
gotcha.
I mean, if you guys want to give away the horse, that's fine, but technically
No,
the
I
horse
will
is
never
yours.
get rid of Harry Trotter.
Okay. Well, definitely gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna get back on my feet, and I'm quite a ways away from home.
Well, at least you don't have to start from scratch. Not all the way from scratch.
I mean, like I said, if I was back at home, I might be able to pick up, some goods and supplies that I have. Well, I should be able to get there, hopefully, with what I have.
Well, where's your home?
I am from Uvia, off on the
Okay.
coast. Yep,
Ah.
there. Somebody pinged it.
Maybe do you and I whispered to Ane from the inside of the wagon, should we maybe escort him back to his place?
Well, I guess there's nothing really in it for us, but we'd have nothing else better to do and nowhere to go.
We could get more reputation that we helped a physician out.
You kind of have a feeling just via word of mouth of this guy that, it might spread anywho, even if you didn't escort him. Granted, that's a long ways out of the way for compared to going to Nightingale, which is where you guys were originally planning on going.
That's right. Well, then let's just maybe ask him for company for the evening if we could camp out here as a.
I don't have a problem with that, and I don't think the others do. And they're like,
We could possibly split this down the middle and escort him down to Sirenser, because looking at the map, like we'd both be kind of traveling that way anyway, and then diverging from there.
well,
Does that sound
I
right to you,
think-
Hesper?
I think if I remember measuring it out right, it's technically quicker to go over to Oriskay to Bjarny Mouth and then down the Nightingale. I
Oh
think
yeah,
that's
there's
technically a shorter path. But I mean, if you guys want to take longer to get the Nightingale, you guys can go down to uh
Sirencester?
Siren
Sirencester?
yeah, Cirencester.
I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, we can do that. And I will tell Ane from inside the wagon. I'll pitch in 10 gold if anyone else wants to give this guy some 10 gold each.
Uh,
I mean,
that might be
I-
like that might end up being like a lot of generosity.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
then let's
we
just
got
escort.
him the wagon
That's fine.
for free.
Yeah, I was just whispering. That's why I'm whispering it as I'm trying
Yeah.
to like figure out.
Well, they're having their whisper, and Pazuzu's mourning the horse.
well, he's not
Rue-
mourning the horse
well,
anymore because you guys are keeping the horse. So
He's
Rue
mourning the
has a
thought of losing the horse.
It's like, so, if this isn't a thing, no problem. But do you perchance maybe have any books for medical knowledge? Like if someone is trying to be like a first-time learner, because most of them could probably use it.
he kind of looks around and well, yeah, I guess that would be adequate payment for this if that's all you guys want. And he kind of goes through and he pulls out a book. It's pretty thick, fairly well bound. Um, uh, kind of a greenish cover on it and such. I mean, I should be able to part with this. I mean, I can get another copy easily when I get back home. But this, I mean, a lot of what I do, obviously, I don't have any kind of special abilities other than being able to brew potions and such. But this is it's a pretty common, at least around these parts, a common herbology book, and it should point you in the right direction on medicinal herbs and such, and probably what to avoid.
Awesome. Are you sure you're okay with giving it away?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I can definitely get a new one when I get back, and also, I mean, like I said, it's pretty common, but you know, I might be able to even well, like I said, I think it'd be better off if like I said, be better off if I get it home. Probably get a bit of a discount there instead of getting it on the road, but I mean, um yeah, shouldn't be an issue. I mean, like I said, looking at the book, it looks pretty well loved. And, looks like it's been used quite a bit. Um, but I mean, I've for the most part, for what I need, I've kind of memorized what I needed, but sometimes it's best to double check references and such. But it's pretty good for beginners.
I'm not gonna lie, you seem very torn about this. I don't want to force you.
I mean, like I said, if this is all you guys want, I mean, technically, I'm getting the bargain here.
We're just gonna slowly like reach out a hand. It's like if you're absolutely certain.
I mean, he has the book out.
Yeah. And
You know,
if he will let me take it, I will take it out of his hands.
yeah, he doesn't resist.
Cool.
Roll for initiative.
Dun, 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 dun. The book is actually a mimic.
Yeah. That was weirdly tense for a book. I like it.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. The book, by the way, is Delrora's Guide to Praeoli Herbology and Medicinal Practices. And if you want to know how to spell the name, that's Delrora.
Rora.
Let me double check, but yeah, Delrora.
Cool. So is Dolores Guide to what?
Dolores Guide to Praeoli herb uh, uh
Medicinal practices?
yeah, it's her guide to Praeoli herbology and medicinal practices.
Cool.
But yeah, you know the other merchants don't seem to mind. But yeah, you guys are definitely welcome to camp the night here with the rest of the group if that's what you're wanting.
All right, I guess let's set up camp, and we should probably check on the babies.
Okay.
In
Yeah, the
secret.
bebes. In secret.
Okay.
While
they
we're
kind
setting
of,
up,
they don't seem to be very nosy. Probably kind of a discretion of don't tell, don't
Got it.
ask, don't tell. Yeah, or don't tell, don't ask. One of the two. Don't know how that works, but seems like whatever you guys' business is your own business, as long as you don't seem to be a threat to them, which seems to be the case.
does Goosewaddle notice anything of interest?
Oh no.
Roll me a perception check. Oh, I was waiting for his roll. Perception 6. I mean, if you're looking
He
for
doesn't have
shiny
dice sounds
things,
on.
yeah.
Honestly, it's in
didn't-
general, because I mean, this is a new place, so it's not just shiny in this aspect. He's always on the lookout for anything shiny, but just in general of interest with this caravan that he might find peculiar.
I mean, other than the usual suspects of metal, like the metal rings around the wheels and and holding barrels and stuff, and
Okay, but nothing
with
peculiar outside of shiny, like something.
no, you kind of
Okay.
have a feeling that if you want something like that, you're probably going to have to go scrounging around in somebody's wagon to find
Okay.
something. They're not gonna be like, "Hey, here's this really cool, interesting the Doombringer sword, and I'm just gonna have it hang conveniently on the outside of my wagon."
But nothing strange about these people that you can tell.
Nothing that you
Because
can
he's
tell.
Illyrian. Professor Goosewaddle is a leery type of person, so that's the only reason
Did
I'm
you say
asking.
Goosewaddle or Douchewaddle? I heard
Either way,
Douchewaddle.
he can be a douchewaddle too.
But anyways, no, like generally typical wagon such. Generally probably what you see on the outside is like barrels for carrying water for drinking, or possibly feed for horses, or and some of them look like they're undone, so they're probably like you know sleeping materials, like ways to hold tents and stuff. A lot of the outside, like I said, is pretty basic. um but as for the interesting things to steal, nothing on the outside.
I'm offended. I just said interesting. I wasn't trying to steal.
Oh, we know what would have happened if you would have gotten the
Mhm.
interesting.
Building off of that, I think Nay notices a particular kind of like expression maybe that Goosewaddle gets. Like he's looking around, salivating a little bit, like looking for shinies. At Goosewaddle,
Passively,
or
I mean, yeah, as long as he's not trying to hide it. I'd say passively
Well,
with your perception, you'd probably be able to notice.
well, at this particular time, he wasn't just looking for shinies, so he was being leery.
it's time for a talk anyway. Professor, dear Professor, could you come with me over here? And I lead him somewhere private.
Okay. Do you go with him, or?
Yeah, I'm going with him. He looks very confused.
Okay, Professor, listen to me. We just returned a wagon to a man of medicine, okay? And it would be a really awkward mixed message if we then stole something from him or his people. That's
Okay,
all I'm saying.
quick thing, real quick. This group has never noticed me steal anything. Remember that.
I mean,
He looks and he goes, I'm quite offended. I would never steal anything. He seems like good peoples. I's just leery. I's just leery. I understand, though.
up to you if you take him out. If you do.
May I roll insight against the player?
Sure, yeah. 8. Seems to be on the level.
Okay. The dice have decided.
Wow, the one time I'm being genuine with Goosewaddle, I'm being like checked.
That's what you get. That's
you
what
get for being a
happens.
sneaky character.
But honestly, though, the only thing that you guys might have noticed would have been out of place was a chest, and that would have been out of the fair. The rest, I don't think nobody's noticed me get anything. There's never been a time I have been accused of stealing in this group outside of Feugy and her being leery, but the group itself has never told me steal anything.
I have seen you get very motivated by picking up gold and coins and stuff. I've seen that be a thing.
That is true. You have expressed detail of wanting money, especially if you can find it.
Okay, so okay.
Like I've seen you just go like grab like gold pieces off the ground and stuff like that when we were chasing after the fiend.
Them.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I get it. Let's go.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, he's very smart. He's not too stupid, but yeah. Okay.
Okay. So, like I said, sitting around like I said, if you guys aren't doing anything else, other than, taking care of business with the babies.
Was I able to overhear the conversation with Rue and the physician? Because I'd like to sit in and read that book with Rue.
I would say probably, I don't know how often you'd just let Rue negotiate things by himself.
Yeah,
So if you can, I don't have a problem with it with you overhearing if that's the case, because I mean, like I said, this is just kind of over the period of time before everybody starts going to bed and going for watches and stuff like that.
Okay, well,
I will also if for the people who didn't, I will also make it known that I have the book because now I have a cross reference to what the ciphered book is actually supposed to look like.
mm.
Oh,
Oh,
you're
like
talking
how
about
it's like formatted and stuff.
Yeah, like what an actual medicine book is supposed to look like in comparison to the one that has been messed up and unreadable.
Man, we're all here playing chess in 2 dimensions, and he's over here in like 5D chess.
Anyways, okay, so like I said, the night seems to carry on for a while as you guys are resting, taking care of probably the horses and stuff, feeding, watering, that kind of stuff. Not too worried about water because uh, you know, Feugy should be able to just dole out water whenever he wants, if he remembers.
Fountain!
Just
Pretty
spit in
much.
my mouth.
Fountain!
Yeah, anyways, yeah. So, like I said, I'm not worried about water or anything like that. Guys, like I said, if everybody will just go ahead and mark off a ration, because 1 day's worth of travel is one ration. I'll take care of feed for the animals because, unfortunately, I forgot to write all that down, so I'll have to rewatch the video from last time to find
Oh,
out how much exactly. But yeah, I mean, I'm not too overly concerned. I know you have more than enough days worth.
yeah, and then feeding the babies. Like,
Yeah, I'll need an animal handling check on that one.
Pazuzu, could you help?
Of course.
Okay. Thank you, Pazuzu.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to get them to eat. All right. So, as you guys are, like I said, sitting around the campfire, waiting probably for a good time to go to sleep and such. Um, the other merchants seem to be talking amongst one another and trying to figure stuff out. I don't know if you guys are interested in what they're talking about or not.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm nosy.
Okay. So, you kind of hear one being like, "So, I mean, after, oh, shoot, unfortunately, I closed that window down. Let's see here. Um, yeah, like, well, shoot, after what Shanier's, after what Proudbeam here said, you know, should we be looking into going to Rio style? I mean, the last thing I wanted to be doing is just randomly jumped because I brought goods into the town. And the other one's like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I said, we've been kind of debating this for a couple days, but you know, and we need to decide something. Supplies aren't going to last forever. We need to decide if we're going there or skipping them and going to the next town. Another one.
Since I'm listening, I guess, I've already been interested in telling a story.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll make my presence known in some way. Like, I don't know how, like, close I am, or...
I mean, you can be about as close as you want. They seem to be just conversing amongst one another. They don't seem to mind if you come up and approach and listening to them
Okay,
or
okay.
whatever.
Hey, so, what happened at Rhea Style? By the way, my name is Ine. Nice to meet you.
Let's see here. Names. Sorry.
You give a shit when we don't ask for names, but you're not prepared when we do. I see it, Hesper.
Yeah. Like I said, getting closer to him and such. The three that are around all seem to be humans. One of them, lure white fellow. Another one is Volvault, Volt Tram, and the final one is uh Bisham Nanier.
Okay, Lore, Volvolt, and Bisham.
Yeah, if you're
Okay.
if you're just going off first names, yeah.
I sure as fuck am. So nice to meet you guys. So my merry group are travelers from, I guess, all around here, and we made a stop in Ria Style looking for work, and we didn't really particularly like what we see there. The Ria Style hospitality isn't all that, for one, and there was some weird activity in town around the same time we were there. Basically, there was a merchant, kind of like a snake oil salesman, pretending to be like a physician with a miracle cure, but he.
I was gonna say, one of them pipes up. Well, I guess that explains Proudbeam's situation here.
Yeah, and yeah, he ended up being in cahoots with some kind of fiend. And the people who he sold his concoction to were turned into undead-like creatures and attacked kin, friends, and I suppose enemies alike. So that would be why Rheostylians are are probably not too trustworthy of merchants coming in and selling medical supplies right now. They had a bad run in just shy of a week ago, probably. I don't remember how many days in game it was, but that being said, we hunted down that fiend and killed her and ended up killing the medicine man too. There was one more of them in their group, and he is serving a life sentence.
Yeah, and to answer your question, it's probably been almost a week at this point.
Okay.
Well, like I said, that answers his answers his question, but I mean, I know I've made the trip up there a couple of times before, but from the sounds of what you're saying, it doesn't sound like it's safe anymore.
I understand their fear after what happened, because we were there for it. We helped fend it off. It was very bad over there. People started turning into zombies in the middle of some big festival they were doing. It wasn't a good scene. So I understand their fear, but I don't like their coping method, let's say. That they were obviously wrong to overturn your friend's wagon and run them out of town.
Yeah. So, did you hear anything about what happened after, that happened to him? He kind of points over at, Proudbeam.
Is he referring to something specific? Or
He's kind of referring, like, what actions did they take against the people who, wronged him?
I haven't heard anything one way or another. We skipped town soon after that. We took on a job for one of the rum dealers up there and got some money and spent it all on a trip to go somewhere else. We haven't really settled on a place, but we're thinking Nightingale.
Nightingale's a good place to go. I mean, it's a lot, obviously a lot bigger. If you're looking for work and such, it's probably definitely a better place to go. Like I said, you know, other than Proud Beam, the rest of us were looking to go up there, like I said, and trade goods and probably pick up some of their rum and start trading that around and try to make a profit. But I
I
mean,
It might be overly cautious of me, but I would advise against it. Like, I don't know if their fear of strange medicine men selling twisted miracle cures extends to all traveling merchants or just medicine people or what. But I would stay clear of Rhea style for, I don't know, probably a month or so. See if things die
okay.
down.
Okay, well, yeah, I guess. Guess we'll be moving on then. Well, thanks for the information at least. We'll know what we can do and such. And
Happy to help people who appreciate it. We found no such people in Rhea style.
yeah, well, like I said, and another one's like, well, like I said, and I've been there a couple of times and I didn't think things were that bad, but I don't know. I guess random zombie attacks have a way of changing people.
Yeah, I guess they do. Hesperita funny.
Well, anywho, so it seems like most of them seem to take your kind of words to heart to somewhat.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the more well dressed one. Say that it's probably Brisham or however I pronounced it earlier.
I already forgot.
Yeah, like I
Lore,
said,
Volvat, and yeah, I don't remember the third.
yeah, like I said, I think it's a Brisham or whatever I said. But anyways, like I said, he seems a little bit well off to do. He's the one who seems to have the bodyguard and an assistant. Uh, so it seems to be a little bit well off to do. Well, they sometimes they say, fortune favors the bold. I'm gonna take my chances, and the other two are like, I don't think I'm going to take my chances going there. It doesn't sound good. So sounds like you dissuaded two going that direction, and one's still going to go anyways. But going to be a little bit more cautious. Of course, at the same time, he's a little bit better armed.
Yeah, at least he knows what he's getting into. He's informed.
Yeah,
And it's up to him to make the decision from there.
yeah. Like I said, the other two. Like I
if
said,
if townsfolk flip his wagon, also he's at least he'll know why.
yeah. Well, I'm sure if townfolk tried to flip his wagon, uh, the bodyguard guy probably has a sword with their name on it.
Yeah.
Uh, so, be interesting to watch, to say nonetheless. Uh, anyways, So, anything else you guys want to role play with these guys, or you just kind of go about your business? Anything you want to role play with each other? Like I said, they don't seem to be nosy into your businesses or anything like that. Or are you
Well,
guys just gonna let the night kind of go to the point of going to sleep?
I was just forgot. I don't think we even brought it up yet. It was me and Rue just reading the book, so I have a better understanding of those herbs since I can make potions.
Okay.
So
Uh,
you said these guys they were talking about whether they're going to bring their goods to Rio style.
Yeah.
yeah, go.
Goosewaddle is curious to browse, see if any of them are selling anything. What do they have to sell? He's curious about what they might have. Would this be an opportunity or not so much?
Maybe wait till morning.
I mean, they're probably willing to. I mean, they're merchants and stuff. They're probably willing to trade if there's anything of interest. Obviously not going to go through like an extensive detail of everything they have unless something hits your, interest. But some of them,
Well,
like I said,
we'll narrow this down, Esper. The item I'm currently tinkering on, do you think they would have anything of which I could purchase?
trying to think here. If they did, it would probably, honestly, to tell you the truth, that item, if you bought the item instead of going out and questing it, you'd probably be charged like 100 gold for it.
Okay, no, never mind. We're good.
But I mean, kind of with what they're saying and stuff like that, it doesn't seem like anything to deal with that. But I mean, if you want to talk to them and see if they point you in a direction or something, they can.
Yeah, I'll talk to one of them and see if they know.
Okay, so you're looking for your thing for your tinkering thing?
Do what? Say again? Sorry, there was an alarm going on.
So you're looking for your tinkering.
Correct.
Okay. Uh well, good question. Let me see if any of them know what you see if I can get my rolling tray and two of them you're kind of describing what you need. They're like, yeah, I've heard of gemstones that can kind of do that thing. Yeah, you might want to go up into the Calholm Mountains up in there. There's a tribe of, yeah, it's odd. Usually they don't do that, but there's probably what we would now consider a more civilized tribe of kobolds up in the mountains.
Just
Do any of us besides him hear this?
Yeah.
Goosewaddle. Goosewaddle just
Whoever's nearby him.
Okay.
I guess I'm also talking to merchants currently, so I'm just gonna chuckle to myself overhearing this.
Goosewaddle just turns up his nose and then he says, "Thank you for your time."
Ugh,
Look at
kobolds.
you all
Can't
judging
stand them.
Goosewaddle, not even knowing the story. So rude. Feugy, you're a bastard.
What's going on? I must have missed something.
That's just an evergreen
Continue.
statement.
Hmm.
Fugy's
But-
falling asleep over here.
But yeah, like I said, probably, like I said, just to give you an idea in case you're interested, they kind of point you roughly around in here on the map. Give you an idea. One of them's, yeah, I've traded with them before. Like I said, oddly kind of civilized for a group of kobolds. They're usually when they're out in the wild and such like that, and, they're more likely to rob you than anything else, but not this group.
Okay. He says, thank you for your time.
But yeah. Anything you guys want to roleplay with each other or anything like that before you guys go to bed and start doing watches? Or
How exactly did the making potions work?
you can make a potion during a long rest if you have the materials and you need to expend an appropriate spell type and slot.
Will I still get the spell slot through the long rest, or will I just not
Yeah,
have
you
the
got to
next
you
day?
got to you got it's kind of a kickstart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You'll get it back, and you probably need to wake up every so often occasionally to keep an eye on it and make sure it's not doing anything it's not supposed to be doing. Um, considering your guys are out in the wilderness, but I mean, you guys do have the covered wagon, so I might have you make a check just to make sure you can do it right. Because I mean, it's not like you guys are in an absolute stable environment.
If you want to make a minor healing potion, Pazuzu, I can help you if we have Kujio grass.
Well, he has the materials to make a regular if you wanted to.
Well, did I buy 2 of those? I'm looking at my
You bought
items.
you bought enough materials, which would have been 25 gold's worth of materials of Kujio grass and Crimson Mallow, I believe it is.
Okay, yeah.
To
So I was thinking I had enough
Scarlet
for a
mallow.
minor and a healing.
No, you have enough to make a. You have enough to either make a minor or you would use the Kujio grass by itself to make a minor, or the Kujio grass plus the Crimson Mallow to make a regular.
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to make a potion of healing tonight.
Okay. All right. Anything else, like I said before, watches and stuff like that, or are you guys going to just?
So I assume that means that Harrow and Rue and Pazuzu are all together doing various like medical things and stuff, studying potion making and stuff.
Well, Pazuzu's isn't until you guys actually take a long rest.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe he's preparing to. I don't know.
Probably might be preparing.
Once I get done my conversation with the merchants, maybe I'll come in and check out reading the book gang.
Okay. Well,
God, we're a bunch of nerds.
yeah. Okay, so we'll pick up there in a second. As I mentioned before, unfortunately, I have to take care of something. Little
You're good.
TMIY on the stream or whatever. So if you want to go to
I got
maybe
just
like a
the thing.
3-minute break.
Let's just do a 5-10 minute one. Okay, let's do 10 minutes. Get some snacks.
I'm not gonna need 10 minutes, but 5 minutes fine.
Okay, go.
Yeah.
Okay.
5 minutes.
Is she a vampire? Is she glamoring him?
Yeah?
All time to Genji here. Gotcha. Monster Train. Oh god. Keep going.
Oh my god, damn it. There's kind of less to it than I thought there would be.
Oh, it's very simple. That's what makes it so enjoyable to just replay it again and again. It just has a good feedback loop.
I killed her before she killed me!
Oh shit!
I thought I died!
Yeah, same here. Evaporated.
Oh, we just keep going. Okay. Doors open. What?
Oh, damn it!
What? Oh!
That's amazing.
Oh, because yeah, you have 0 HP. Wow. Ah.
Well done, masterclass.
Wow.
That was like good comedic timing too.
Oh, so yeah, what is it? Kevin, write this down. There's a clip that there should be a clip.
Yeah, I'll give you a timestamp.
Got it. Please tell me that's checkpointed.
All right, so the thing I was trying to get you to do at the hospital would have given us an alternative option here, but we.
Oh no! We just have to kill her.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh. Well. Game over.
Nomura-san. Oh, Dio! Hello! Would you happen to know any place where sailors might hang out?
Yeah.
I see them partying and rabble-rousing at Sakuragaoka Park at night. First, they get drunk in Dobuita, then move their party up here after closing time.
His face is screaming.
It's like super up close.
He doesn't know which direction to look.
Exactly, and they're like, dude, you can just use your whole head. Whoa, you can see the neck.
I'm usually asleep by then, but I think it's pretty late at night. Once I had to go yell at them to keep them down. The next morning, I found my precious card had been keyed and spit all over. That's terrible. Well,
I can't even pay attention to what he's saying.
To mess with jerks like
That's
that.
terrible.
Yeah.
Oh my
About
god.
sailors, I don't care if they drink in Dobuita.
All right, thanks, pal.
I
No,
wish
don't
they'd stay there. I agree. About sailors, they're more than welcome.
Oh
to
my
get
god, I don't know if
drunk
you want to
and
actually.
listen
Oh, he's actually using his upper torso now.
David and Susanna. Apparently, Susanna's mother was a dark sorceress, particularly famous among fortune tellers. It also seems Susanna herself dabs in fortune telling. Oh, we know about fortune telling, alright.
I want to be good at it, but I just could not handle it. I like the, the fact that there's a lot of scientific answer for a lot of stuff.
What is
The other thing I hated about the class is that, oh, we got a little buddy there.
Wow! Spiritual family.
He betrayed you in the end. Everybody betray me.
They fed up
Oh my
with
god.
Excuse me.
Yo,
what the fuck?
What is it?
Truth is,
I
Whoa.
heard all about it. I heard you staged quite a show.
Yeah,
with the
not a
whole
person,
squad.
not a character. Like,
Right. Don't worry.
hey, I can't talk to you straight.
I'm looking for
It's a problem on my back, so I have to
Charlie.
talk to you like
I
this.
hear a lot of rumors about him. That he's one nasty piece of work.
Do you know where I can find him?
Where he's at, I wouldn't know that. Apparently, he turns up from time to time, though.
Jesus.
It might just be his defense mechanism against predators.
What the fuck?
Oh. Yikes. He can count the frames happening right now. Are you fighting like a task bot?
What is this?
Yay. This is your death in slow motion.
Okay. Come on. What? Ooh, whiplash. Is she a vampire? Is she glamoring him?
All time to Genji here. Gotcha. Monster Train. Oh god. Keep going.
Oh my god, damn it. There's kind of less to it than I thought there would be.
Oh, it's very simple. That's what makes it so enjoyable to just replay it again and again. It just has a good feedback loop.
I killed her before she killed me!
Oh shit!
I thought I died!
Yeah, same here. Evaporated.
Oh, we just keep going. Okay. Doors open. What?
Oh, damn it!
What? Oh!
He died. That's amazing.
Oh, because yeah, you have 0 HP. Wow. Oh.
Well done, masterclass.
Wow.
That was like good comedic timing too.
Oh, so yeah, what is it? Kevin, write this down. There's a clip. There should be a clip.
Yeah,
I'll give you a timestamp.
Got it. Please tell me that's checkpointed.
Alright, so the thing I was trying to get you to do at the hospital would have given us an alternative option here, but we...
Oh no! We just have to kill her?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh. Well. Game over.
Nomura-san. Oh, Dio! Hello! Would you happen to know any place where sailors might hang out?
Yeah.
I see them partying and rabble-rousing at Sakuragaoka Park at night. First, they get drunk in Dobuita, then move their party up here after
God,
closing time.
his face is freaking me out.
It's like super up close.
He doesn't know which direction to look.
Exactly, and they're like, dude, you just use your whole head. Whoa, you can see the neck.
I'm usually asleep by then, but I think it's pretty late at night. Once I had to go yell at them to keep me down. The next morning, I found my precious card had been keyed and spit all over. That's terrible. Well,
I can't even pay attention to what he's saying.
To mess with jerks like
That's
that.
terrible.
Yeah.
Oh my
About
god.
sailors, I don't care if they drink in Dobuita.
Alright, thanks,
but
pal.
I
No,
wish
don't-
they'd stay there. I agree. About sailors, they're more than welcome
Oh
to
my
get
god, I don't know if
drunk
you want to
at
actually...
Whistling
Oh, he's actually using his upper torso now.
David and Susanna. Apparently Susanna's mother was a dark sorceress, particularly famous among fortune tellers, that also seemed Susanna herself dabs in fortune telling. Oh, we know about fortune telling, alright.
I want to be good at it, but I just could not handle it. I like the, all this, the fact that there's a lot of scientific answer for a lot of stuff.
What is
The thing I hate about the class is that, oh, we got a little buddy there.
Wow! Spiritual
Oh.
family.
He betrayed you in the end. Everybody betray me.
They fed up
Oh my
with
god.
Excuse me.
Yo,
What the fuck?
what is it?
Truth is,
I
Whoa.
heard all about it. I heard you staged quite a show.
Yeah,
with the
not a
Harrowhawk
person,
Bar.
not a character. Like,
Right.
What?
Don't worry.
hey,
none
I
about
can't talk to you straight.
I'm looking for
It's a
man
problem
that
on my
goes by the
back,
name
so I have to
Charlie.
talk to you like
it. I
this.
hear a lot of rumors about him. That he's one nasty piece of work.
Do you know where I can find him?
Where he's at, I wouldn't know that. Apparently, he turns up from time to time, though.
Jesus.
It might just be his defense mechanism against predators.
What the fuck?
Oh. Yikes. You can count the frames happening right now. Are you fighting like a task bot?
We're here, I think.
Yes, yeah, I'm just kind of waiting. Yep, there we are. Okay, cool. All right. So back. Yeah. Are you? Guess. Are you still going to go talk to Cados or I should say Harrow and Rue, or are you going to do something else?
Yeah, I'll just sound like Khaleesi was interested in mercantile.
She just basically said that she wanted to know if they had anything interesting, and I said no, they don't. But yeah, feel free to role play with each other if you guys want to before the long rest.
Hey, so Harrow, Rue, how'd you meet? Seems like you guys have a good rapport.
Well, we met in a little town nearby. We were killing some monsters together. Sorry, I have a cat on my keyboard, but go ahead. You can talk, Rue.
There was a thing in the woods. I found it. Harrow was actually there to kill it. I threw a log at it.
Yeah.
Hey, that sounds about right. And you've been traveling together ever since?
Yep.
How long ago has it been?
I would say maybe about a month or two.
Yeah, I think like 2 months is what I have on my notes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was East Haven where we met. There was people disappearing, and nothing was left behind except blood, and I've been hunting for vampires, so I went that way, and I met with Rue there, so. It was not a vampire.
Not a vampire that I know of.
Yeah, it was a red cap, so, but yeah, so we've just been together and just let him explore, and he is kind of the keeper of my secrets, so.
Well, if your secret is your lupine form, I guess we're all the keeper of it now.
Yeah, to an extent, but. Yep.
So, Rue, your stone magic and stuff. Did you learn how to do that yourself, or did somebody teach you?
So, at the mention of teach, you kind of see him for kind of briefly like tense up on the book. Like, yes, I had people teach me magic, but like the stones, that seems to be something I just kind of figured out one day.
Oh, okay.
What about you? How'd you meet the owl?
So I guess it's kind of a long, weird story, but let me see. Suffice to say, it kind of follows me around to make sure I do at least decent deeds. Not necessarily good ones, but like kind of stay on the straight and narrow. The owl's just kind of proof that my goddess is watching over me, I suppose.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, my parents owned a temple to Seanine, the goddess of the moon and divination, and I guess practiced a unique kind of magic and spirituality and things like that I've kind of dabbled in. But at one point I ran away from home and joined a group of bandits and thugs and kind of got lost for a while, and I decided to come back home, and all that was waiting for me was this owl.
You kind of see as Rue will he gets invested and confused at the story. And after kind of a brief pause, he's like, "So wait a minute. Was it your parents, the bandits, or God that taught you how to punch people?"
I suppose all of the above.
I was just waiting for a yes.
But in addition to that, I can concoct certain kinds of enchantments by writing with magic ink on paper.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, things that make skeletons run away from me. Heal the sick, maybe. I'm still learning that one.
Sounds like very interesting skills. I hope to see them in fruition in the future. I've never seen someone heal or write on paper and make enchantments that way. I just deal with monsters with my sword.
I haven't seen anyone else do it since I was a little kid. I have my upbringing, and then I suppose kind of a long stretch of time where I wasn't thinking about making talismans or tags or anything like that, and instead mostly punching. And then when I came back, I decided to teach myself the art of the Omnio Mage, and also how to shoot a bow.
Well, I think it's very useful to have multiple mages in our group. Each have different strengths.
I flex.
It's definitely not impressive, but
No.
he tries.
But I guess if this journey, it would seem, and correct me if I'm wrong, do you have a specific area that you're going to, or you're just trying to redeem yourself in some way?
Yeah, so I ended up having kind of a talk with Seanine, or maybe I guess a familiar of hers, and she wants me to become her champion, and I don't know if that's really going to give me what I want, but it's a decent life right now, I guess. I'm learning a whole lot. I'm trying to better myself. It's hard. It's not what I'm used to. And I'm constantly being watched and fretted over and all that. I feel like there's a lot of pressure for me to do right.
I see. Well, I'm not used to traveling with so many people, so I have somewhat an understanding of the pressure of trying to be mindful of my actions, but also to be helpful to others and be kind to them. Even though the people in Riostal were not very kind to us.
It's a weird feeling, but it goes away eventually. Don't worry.
Mm.
Goosewaddle interested in their stories. He's coming around and he's listening, so he's around here.
What about you, Professor?
He looks up and he says, well, I know that I am an inventor. I know that I specialize in making items of cleanliness. My mind's a little foggy. I don't exactly remember where I was from, but I know that something happened and I ended up being on my own. And so I researched artifacts and so forth as such. So if you don't know by my follower, I am an artificer. So she's my greatest invention. But I remember I was researching some gem that I really wanted to find. And I remember, I think I found it. Something happened and my mind got foggy.
Pazuzu, when we get to this part of the story, Pazuzu gets real close to Goose, ready and stop him from saying something.
And all I know is next thing before I know it, as I'm trying to, my memory's fogged up, and then Goose looks over his shoulder, and then he pops up and says he's taking care of me. I didn't like it. I was trying to get away from him, but he follows me everywhere. And I stuck with him in Drunken Bard. It's very confusing, but they don't leave me alone.
Yes, Goose. Remember, I'm supposed to be, I'm supposed to take care of you.
And he looks over at Em and goes, "But why? And why? Who are you exactly? I still don't know."
Yeah, who are you exactly, Pazuzu? What's your deal?
Well, the short version of a long story is I'm just supposed to take care of Mr. Goosewaddle here and make sure he doesn't get into too much trouble. And I'm supposed to make sure he has a good time. And yeah, take care of him.
Did somebody tell you to?
Yes, my daddy did.
Real quick, Goosewaddle lifts up his arm with the medical bracelet and says, "Does this look like a good time to you?"
Yeah, you got a free bracelet.
But you're taken care of. Yeah, you're alive. We're adventuring. You're not in jail.
Goosewaddle is not buying any of this at this point in time. All I know is my memory's fogged up. I can't remember where I'm from. And I don't know. So this guy follows me. Bard follows me. I don't even know where I'm going, to be honest.
I legit thought you knew of your kobold heritage this whole time and you were just trying to put one over on the rest of us.
No. Non-player wise, no. He is solely convinced, hands down, that he is a gnome. Like when he sees himself, it's a gnome.
Yeah,
he does not see a kobold.
I see. Okay, well, I mean, only reason I was here in this country was I'm looking for a vampire. I really don't have any other leads. Rue, I know that you don't mind my traveling. We haven't been sticking around places very long, but I'm open to suggestions on where to go next. I know initially we said Nightingale, but there are the kobolds potentially in the mountains on our way to Nightingale if you guys are willing to look at that option since you're looking for gems.
And he looks up and he goes, "I do like gems, and I guess I can suffice being around those nasty kobolds for a time anyway."
Yeah, I would say you guys are probably close enough to the merchants. Some of them just kind of look at you very oddly. But
And you can insight that, but he means it in all sincerity, too. He
yeah.
seriously thinks
Yeah.
he's a gnome.
Like I said, the merchants are just kind of like eyeing you like, that one might be a little crazy. Just kind of scooting away from you a little bit.
He's got the bracelet.
Scooting further away if they notice the bracelet.
Yeah, and then he looks and he goes, "And see, ever since Pazuzu, Blue Man's been following me around. People always look at me like I am nuts, and I don't know why. It's like they've never seen a gnome before.
One of them was just like, not gonna touch that with a 10-foot pole.
I mean, I've seen a couple gnomes. You're definitely the scrawniest one I've ever seen.
Yes. My mother said, I think she said one time I was the runt of the litter.
So wait, you remember your mom?
Very vaguely. But her beard got in the way.
Pazuzu is a gnome too, right? Or are you a dwarf?
I am. Oh, what is
He's blue
Genasi.
dabba dee dabba da.
I mean, we kind of tweaked your lineage around a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah, kind of a blue dwarven looking dude.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
you're
how did
definitely-
Pazuzu? How did your father meet Professor Goosewaddle?
Oh, we don't talk about my father.
Oh, okay. Just like we don't talk about those who taught Rue magic. Or you kind of eye Rue.
Gets quiet and goes deeper into the book.
That's what I was expecting.
And they
Hey,
solemnly
Hesper?
nods.
Hesper, is there at any point, because Goosewaddle, I mean, he does have a high intelligence, and he knows that his mind is clouded. During this, is there any way he can try to figure out why his memory is so clouded during this time, trying to fix the situation?
Roll me.
Because, I mean, all this stuff happening and this crazy sequence of events should have him wondering what is going on with so many blanks in his head.
Give me a second here, real quick.
I don't know if an Artificer has the means, or maybe the gems are the means, I don't know, but...
Let's see here.
Are you like struggling to remember something in character? Like, do you have? Are you like, or anything like that?
My
Like,
character, he told the truth as far as like his.
yeah.
He's missing. It's blanks. There's so many blanks in it right now. And
But
then
I
all of a
guess
sudden,
like, are you
Pazuzu came
outwardly
on.
being like, I'm trying to remember, like, or anything like that?
During that story, yeah, he would have been like really trying to like rub his head a little bit, trying to figure out and saying there's just so many blanks, or it's just cloudy.
Just roll me a general wisdom check.
Well, that's unfortunate. I was hoping it was intelligence.
12. I mean, like you said, you have to be a gnome, right? Yeah, you have to be a gnome. I mean, of course, all gnomish women have beards.
Do they now? Do they?
He feels better about himself right now after
Are
that.
are you asking this just as a rhetorical question, or are you thinking
Yeah,
this
no, that's.
is?
I'm not asking that in character. I'm thinking this to myself.
Okay, so you're thinking this is yourself as your character. Okay, go ahead and roll me an intelligence check. Uh, 11. You're kind of sure. I mean, you do know that there's a small race that females do grow beards. But you don't think it's gnomes. You think they're a little bigger.
I haven't seen a whole lot of other races, you know.
Yeah, you're kind of going off of that. Let me check something on your backstory real quick because that might help me. That might help me with your intelligence check and such. Like I said, you're kind of have a feeling that you don't think. Let's see here. I'm just trying to check. Oh, yeah. looking through your background, yeah, you do know that I will say that female dwarfs can grow beards, sometimes stubble, sometimes they let it grow, sometimes they shave it off. Just like I said, from your backstory and such, and what you dealt with. Um, but you kind of have a feeling that doesn't partially feeling, though you're not absolutely sure that doesn't transfer to all small races. Anybody else joining in on the bonfire sharing is caring circle here?
And Rue's still hiding in his book from the previous comment, so.
Well, it seems like if she overheard it, that I mean, you do have Umi who's just sitting there, been quiet the whole time. And same thing with Freyja. I'm assuming she's probably nearby.
Well, Freyja kind of gives the elevator pitch of her whole deal up to every person she meets, but Umi, me and her have traveled mano y mano already, and I didn't really get much out of Umi. What's your whole deal?
Oh, I'm just kind of looking to start a new life, I guess.
Well, you had a pretty good start.
Yeah, she's very tight-lipped about her past, so.
Well, I don't press her on it, just like I don't press Rue on additional information until they're ready, so I get kind of quiet. That being said, Umi, do you have a purpose? Any specific goal at the moment where you want to go, apart from Nightingale? Because we're proposing
Nah.
going to the mountains.
I'm kind of just tagging along with Ane.
Do you have any issues going over to see those kobolds, potentially?
Nope. I'm down for whatever.
Well,
Oh.
I go wherever I go wherever Goosewaddle goes. So at some point, would like to take him back home to show how good I've been taking care of him.
Back home?
To my home.
Why would I go back to your home?
So I can show how good you've been taken care of.
Where's your home located?
Yes, where is your home located?
Oh, it is the city of Doral.
And Goosewaddle looks around and he goes, "You see what I'm talking about? He follows me around claiming he's taking care of me and wants to take me home." What?
Where is this city? Kondoral.
It sounds like Pazuzu likes you very, very much, Professor.
Just have to take care of him. That is my job.
And you say I need the medical bracelet. This is very uncomfortable that you want to take me home like a pet.
So, are you answering her question?
It is in the Austrasian? Did I say that right? Austrasian Empire?
Austrasian
Not even close. Yep, something.
I do not see that on this map.
Because it's the Praelie Coast, so.
Yeah, it's not gonna have the. It's not gonna have the Empire in it.
Bubba, are you still tinkering with your little thing?
No, actually, right now he's just scratching. He keeps rubbing his head and he keeps looking at Pazuzu after his comments. Like he's not tinkering at all. He was genuinely interested in what people were saying, and he's acting very confused in his head because he's he's thinking a lot right now, and he's trying to get past like his memory gaps. So
Yeah, just to make things easier, Feugy, most people, just calling it the Empire is generally pretty good, but the actual name of it is the Osters. Now I can't talk.
Maybe you gotta rename these empires.
Ostristan Empire.
Hesper, you need a new
Yeah.
you need a new method.
Yeah. Let's just for your sanity and ours in the future, because we are horrible with names. We may need to give them nicknames. For now, if you don't mind, we just call it the Empire for now.
It's the only Empire.
Okay,
Oh,
it's
so
just
that
the
works
Empire. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, a lot of people just call it the Empire.
Well, it's in the Empire.
Okay, in Goosewaddle in his state, Hesper, does he know what the Empire is?
Yeah.
Okay, so if he knows where it is, he looks at him and goes, "Why in the world would I go to the Empire? I don't even know my home. Why would I go home with you?"
Hey,
How
the
long have you
Empire sounds like there's a
guys,
lot
been
of money
there?
in there.
Well, maybe if we make it back to the Empire, my father could help you restore
Your memories.
bring you back to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Can I insight check that? I don't know if he necessarily believes.
Yeah, go ahead and roll an insight check. Are you telling the truth?
Because would his father actually change me back?
I think I believe it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, seems to be on the level then.
And while they're talking about that, I do want to attempt to cheer Rue up a little bit and remind Rue. I don't remember if I told you, but I actually come from the Whispering Heights mountain range, and there's a little village there. If you ever want to visit, I can take you there to meet my family.
Yeah, okay. I know I don't know exactly where that is, but do I have a relation of north, south, east, or west from where I'm from, Hesper?
Of where the Empire is?
No, no, Rue specifically.
No, well, no,
Like-
I'm asking, like, are you saying, like, from
The woods that Harrow is talking about, does Rue know at least in the cardinal direction that it would be from Rue's home?
from Rue's home? I mean, you know it's in the Empire. You don't know much about the Empire. You know the Empire is west of you.
Got it. So then that's what I wanted to confirm, if I would know that. It's like,
Yeah, that's about it. You just know it's west somewhere.
okay. Yeah, that sounds like cool. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go right now. Empire campaign's changed to Empire campaign. Throwing
I'll eventually
Toast
go
and all
there.
my work out of the window.
We'll eventually go
I'm
back
half
there.
I'm half expecting Rue to just start walking vaguely west.
Because I quickly say after I finish hunting this vampire, I promise.
Makes sense. Okay.
Okay.
And I say that last part in a whisper, but loud enough for our group to hear, but not the merchants.
Okay. Like I said, if you guys are talking loud enough, they might pick up on certain things and stuff, but they seem to be in their own kind of conversations. They're not, what are you talking about? I will know all. Nah, they're not like that at all.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I know. I can be pretty fucking creepy when I want to be.
Dude, you knocked it out of the park with that very first NPC in Curse of Strahd.
Oh, yeah, the hacking guy that almost killed me. Got it.
Yeah.
More hacking dead guy. Got it. I thought you guys had liked it when you guys had done the Speak with Dead too. I thought you guys were kind of happy with that too.
Yes.
Anyways, so it seems like Freya's the only one who's getting off scot-free about story time.
Well, I did mention attempted to bring her in, but Lani accidentally thought I was directing it to her. So
I thought you were
Freya.
talking to me still.
Yeah, I'm sorry, baby. Freya, what are your plans?
She even
Khaleesi
there.
AFK?
I'm here. Yeah. Sorry. He's yelling at me. My plans, what? Go to the Kobolds?
I mean, that and what brings you to this area.
Long-term plans.
I'm just looking for a family member that I've never met, but he could help me with some information from my past.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Do you remember your past?
Yes, I do. I'm from, Oozwald. God damn it.
Are we going for the kingdom this term? Because if
Yeah,
so,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
the
Because those
kingdom
people
is.
probably wouldn't know the capital, right? If they're not from the area.
Yeah, they wouldn't know the capital very
Yeah.
well. Yeah, Uswarg is the.
Okay. Yeah, my family comes from Uswarg. I was raised in the capital city. My family we're merchants. That's why I knew to. Well, I forgot, but I knew we needed to kind of give these guys a heads up before we just rolled on in because that's just rude. But but no, yeah, my parents are there. They're all's well. I got tired of just being, in the family business. I really wanted to kind of go out and see things, see how things are, and
I
learn about the
really
world.
relate to that.
So yeah, no, I remember my past. I'm not really keen on sharing because I don't really know a lot about this particular family member, and so I don't know if mentioning them would be trouble or I don't really know much about them, so I'm just trying to find some information. So that's what I'm up to.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So Goosewaddle looks up at Frey and goes, "So, why did you start following me too? Am I helping you look for your family member, or are you trying to take me home too?"
Oh, no, I'm just following you guys because you're funny. I got a whole novel in my book here. I've just been writing songs and poems and
You
stories.
guys are her muse.
She's got a whole fucking Taylor Swift album for you guys, just writing about all your weird hijinks and.
So just to cut this thread now, so we're all certain, and Rue puts the book down and is leaning forward, stand with his hands on the book. Your missing sibling is not Goosewaddle.
Oh, it's not a sibling. No, it's an older relative. And no, it is not Goosewaddle.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
He looks at Rue and goes, "Oh, thank God. Thank you for asking that."
How do you think that would work, Rue?
I don't know, but I mean, it could have been staring us in the face the whole time, and then we'd all feel stupid later.
Yeah. I will say, Rue, if you're okay with me sharing, Rue is his first time being able to explore the world. It's been very sheltered, so to speak.
I feel that.
You hear a clap off in the distance. Good on ya! It's always good to go explore the world.
Yep, that's me, and I'm back in the book.
Mm. All right. Well, I mean, Anae, what do you think? I think we have a destination. It's on the way to Nightingale.
Did we actually voice out loud that we were thinking of
I don't think we voiced out loud that we were thinking of escorting him to Sirencester yet.
Okay.
Maybe we can offer to escort him to Erverske. Erverske is the next town past the crossroads.
Orvarske, yeah. Yeah, we can call it Orvarske. That's close enough.
Yeah, that works.
That's a U. Ours gay?
Is it a U or a V? I can't tell.
So I was wondering that too, but I looked over to the southwest and there's Uvia. There's a U and a V together.
Jungle is a U. Where's the Uvia? Where's Uvia?
Bottom left, more.
Yeah. Southwest.
Yeah,
Along the coast.
Yeah, there's a U and a V together. It's where you guys are going to go. This is where this merchant's going.
Right. Oh, okay, you're right. It's Oresque. Okay.
These names are great. I love them.
They're very Latin. Okay.
Go, random name generator.
I mean, but you're dyslexic, Hesper. These are very hard to pronounce. Alright, it's okay. Challenge accepted. Oresque. So let's propose. The physician, you're better at names than I am. I identified him. He's the halfling, right?
Yeah, he's the only halfling here. All the other ones, now that you're closer, I mean, there might be one of the other people here who might have some elven blood in them, but not enough to even have elven.
Halfling, not half elf.
Yeah, the proud beam, the one who came up to the wagon. He's a halfling.
Okay, well, we can propose that to him tomorrow morning if everyone's okay with that.
Yeah. Before we turn in for the night, Freyja does shout over, "Hey, friends, do any of you have a spot of ale that I can get? I'll throw a silver your way." Talking about her story kind of got her, you know.
Yeah, well, one of them's like, I have ale, but generally it's bad. It's bad practice to open up your merchandise. You're kind of getting the idea that if he was to do this, he would have to tap a keg.
Oh,
I have a bottle of rum that I'll pull out.
You've been holding out on me?
Yeah.
The hell?
You've been saving him for this occasion.
She offered it the star, and
Oh, right.
Then we know where that.
Or
all
gave her
went.
undies instead.
You don't know that.
Can I just
All
get
right,
a
I
swig
don't
of
know
that?
that.
Can I
Take a
just get a
swig.
swig of that? I don't need the whole thing. I don't want to take
Yeah. I'll pull the bottle of rum out and pass it around.
Oh,
While they're doing that, I'm gonna eye Umi straight in the eye. I'm gonna look at Umi straight in the eye and say, "So, tell us about Star."
Yes.
What would you like to know?
Everything.
That's too bad. You're not gonna know anything.
We've all shared a little bit of each other, and you haven't said anything except you wander around.
Yeah.
You made a connection with Star,
So
and then she left.
So is Star as good in the sack as she is on stage?
Okay. I'm just gonna get up and walk away.
Nice one.
Somebody's gonna do something to restrain her. Hold person.
I'd like to see you try.
I mean, I don't have any of those spells, so.
I know somebody who does, but she doesn't seem to be speaking up about it.
Khaleesi?
Yeah, she just gave me rum. I'm not gonna force her.
All right.
I was mostly joking too. She doesn't need to know her personal life. No.
Because people are making that joke to stop her, Rue is going to kind of gesture out in the direction Umi is walking and is going to cast Mold Earth just to kind of make it like a small backwards treadmill kind of deal. Just to slow her walking pace just a little bit.
Hey, you feel the dirt underneath you just kind of slide a little bit as you're walking. She's like, what the hell?
You're like one of those flat escalators at the airport.
Yeah.
Oh, those speed lanes or whatever they are.
Yeah.
Walking on the moving sidewalk in the wrong way.
Why can't I go anywhere?
All right, well, we tried.
Sorry if you can hear me pillaging my Twizzlers.
It's alright. Oh, look at that. A pineapple.
They are orange cream pop. They're
Those are
filled
good.
they're filled with cream.
Whoa.
So
Those
it's
are
like those
really good.
popsicles.
The
Like
sour
orange
apple ones are good
dreamsicles or
too.
whatever. Okay.
Well, I think we've all said a little bit about each other. I think if we're all in agreement, we'll offer to escort the halfling to Uruske. Then we head over to the mountains to look for those gems and talk to kobolds. And then eventually we make our way to Nightingale.
Okay.
All while
Sounds good.
nursing the babies.
Okay. Let's see here. All right. So,
Wait, didn't we give a wagon back?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yes, but we gained a
So-
horse. Like we have our
My
horse.
question is, we have all the babies in one wagon, right?
Mm-hmm.
The covered one, yeah.
The covered one.
Right. Am I assuming that I am now carrying all the grain in my bag again? Because
Mhm.
what was the other wagon holding?
I
A
think
couple
the
of
horse
people.
food, right?
Okay, but not grains and back.
Just the people driving it. You have the grain.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Well,
All right.
I'm assuming, like I said before, you can strap some of that to the side and stuff. I'm assuming that's what you guys did. So there's probably
Okay.
it's not like it's
sure
all
because I
on
know
the
we gave it
inside.
over, but nobody said anything about like taking anything out. So I was curious.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
all
we
the grain
definitely
was in the
emptied it.
covered. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, you can probably carry it on the side of the wagon, no issue, so you don't take up space inside.
Extra
Could
progression,
we?
extra protection from like bow and arrows and crossbows and stuff.
Yeah.
At
Do
the
any
cost
of the?
At the cost of expensive pet feed. Anyways, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say, do you think maybe we could ask the halfling to trade his saddle? Since we're giving him the wagon, maybe trade the saddle so one of us can ride. What's your horse's name, Pazuzu? You can ride that horse?
Harry Trotter.
Harry Trotter.
Pazuzu, you could just become the horse. Be your own Harry Trotter.
For like a 1 hour or 2 hours for short rest. Yeah, I would say as you're looking around, none of the horses have saddles, so you kind of have a feeling he probably had to ride that horse bareback.
Ouch. Okay.
Yeah.
That's alright. What we'll do is we can buy a saddle and a rescue. In the meantime, we'll just lead the horse gently along with the carriage.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, I guess we will go ahead and go for the long rest then. Oops. Guess at this point your fellow campers are asking you guys about who's thinking about taking what for watch.
Goosewaddle's head's been kind of hurting after trying to think of his past, so he volunteers to take the first watch.
Okay.
I'll take the second watch so I can check on my potion during the night.
Okay.
Rue can take the last one.
Okay. Like I said, you're probably going to wake up every so often and check up on your potion and stuff like that, but okay. All right. So, first watch. If you're doing it by yourself, I need a perception check from you,
Well,
Goose.
I have Duck with me, so we're doing it at advantage.
Yeah, I guess I can allow that. All right. So, first watch is you're sitting there pondering if what you said is true. Doesn't seem like anything doesn't seem like anything out of the ordinary happens as you're sitting there keeping an eye out, watching his keeping the fire going. Couple of your new compatriots are a little loudly snoring, but other than that,
Wait, also, question for you. For these watches, because Goose is most comfortable living with Duck, can't I just take all the watches and then I'll sleep next to Duck, and then Duck takes the watches? Because then that way nobody has to take any watches, and Duck is the one that's doing it, and I cuddle up next to Duck anyway.
Well, that's it. You solved D&D.
Because he doesn't rest. I mean, yeah.
He doesn't rest, but at the same time, you kind of control him and stuff, so kind of hard. It's not like he goes. It's not like he goes, danger, danger, Goosewaddle. I sense danger.
I have some link with him then? How does it work? I'm curious. So I have some like mental link with him?
No, you talk to him, you go do this, and he goes and does that.
So I can't tell him, duck, stand guard.
I mean, there's no way he's going to be able to let you know. I mean, what is he going to do? Whack! Smack you?
Yeah, like tap me. Tell me to get up.
You take force rend damage.
Well, I didn't say maul me, but if that's how you're going to go, okay, Duck will not do it. I said tap me, notify me. If I command him, he can do that. I'm just saying, because he has like a +4 perception, so I was just thinking on that.
I mean...
If not, if it's a big deal, I was just wondering.
I mean, it's...
I think it depends on just the sentience of that creature.
Yeah, that's...
We haven't really gone over that. Like, if I tell him to stand guard and to come get me if something happens, like, what is the sentience of my robot? If I can tell him to go places and do things and he can go do it and come back, what's the limit? Obviously, he's not going to make breakfast for me.
I mean, looking at his intelligence, he's a robot. You know, he probably, with limited understanding of certain things and such.
Oh, I got a question. What is DuckDuck's algorithm for determining whether a nearby creature is friend or foe?
Yeah, now what feet? Like, what's the limit in sight?
So he can see, he has dark vision up to 60 feet.
Okay.
But as far as the other question, that's up to Hesper.
I think that is going to be the limiting factor. Is
that's fine.
He needs a person to tell him, like, oh, that person walking up is okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Yeah, I kind of feel like, and he responds to you, so I kind of feel like that's
I'm still going to cuddle up next to him. He's just going to stand with whoever's with him, just watching.
Okay, no, that's fine.
So he can help everybody who watches, but he cannot
do it independently.
do it himself.
I'm fine with that. I just don't want
don't want the whole like taking watch thing to be solved. You know.
I mean, we leave the koala and the owl, and then we're set for life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I forget if the familiar can get exhausted, though. I think it can.
Oh, can I not just recast it? I don't know how. I genuinely don't know how it works, and I also don't really care. I'm not trying to subvert game mechanics.
If you send the owl away, you need to have the material components, which I don't think you have, and then you have to spend an hour and 10 minutes because you can only cast it as a ritual.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not like poof, owl's back.
Okay, so I have in my inventory materials for familiar spell, but also I use a like some kind of focus, don't I?
I mean,
Isn't
to cast that,
yeah.
Focuses only work on spells that don't have a material cost or a consumed material cost.
Okay.
So you can't use a focus on Raise the Dead because Raise the Dead costs a diamond worth this much,
Yeah.
and it goes away. Same thing with your materials. You got to burn the incense and stuff.
Okay, that's news to me. So every time Feugy in the previous campaign was summoning Popgoes, he was lighting one up.
Yeah, every time he would actually bring him into existence, he was lighting incense and other herbs and.
That's news to me. Okay, Anae's got another one on the shopping list.
I was just trying to expedite that, but yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
basically
yeah.
what happens.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah. All right. So second watch was
Me.
right. All right. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Was that at advantage with Goose Goose?
With Goose Goose?
With Duck
You
Duck?
mean sure. All right. So as you're sitting there, you know, I'll take the left as you and the right being him. You're kind of kind of processing all the stuff that you were talking about earlier. Um and I would say probably about maybe an hour and 20 minutes into your watch. You got, you're also distracted because you're doing your potion and stuff like that. You've been waking up every so often. You woke up like partially way before your thing to check on it and stuff, and then now you're checking on it occasionally during your watch and stuff. And yeah, like I said, you're a little distracted. Duck, not so much. You do notice eventually, like, his head seems to be stuck in a position. He's just
Mm.
staring off in the distance.
Did the merchants, do they have anyone on watch as well?
You guys were like, you guys were divvying up watch, and they're just like, well, let them divvy up watch. We'll get ourselves a good night's sleep so, we can be refreshed and good to drive the horses the next day.
Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna look at wherever Duck Duck is looking. See if I can see what he's staring at.
Okay. I would say, yeah, now that you're kind of looking over in that distance, it's not so much what he can see. It's probably more along the lines of what he can hear. And occasionally you can hear, like, kind of off in the distance a bit. You can kind of hear, like, the rustling of the grass occasionally, kind of sounds the grass moving. You can hear, might be something out in the grass or something a little ways out. Not quite sure what it is.
Okay, I'm probably then gonna move to near where people are sleeping and kind of just keep an ear out, keep an eye out. Maybe it's just an animal moving around, but I want to be close enough that I can quickly wake somebody up if I see something.
Okay. All right. So as you kind of do that and kind of listen, it's now more what you're listening for and such. It seems like slowly but surely it kind of just makes its way and it seems to be moving away. Probably within the next 30 minutes or so, you're pretty sure it's out of earshot. Doesn't,
Okay.
must have not been something that was aggressive about about you guys, or decided it wasn't worth the risk. Who knows?
Okay, I'll let it just go away then.
All right. All right. Last watch then.
Okay. Still with the
Hey,
advantage.
Rue.
Duck, duck.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
So I heard something moving around out there. I think it was just an animal or something, but just a heads up.
Okay.
but yeah, go ahead and okay. Yeah. No, no, no. Don't know why Duck is still staring off in that same direction. It looks like he was continued staring off in that one direction that you saw him in. And his head hasn't moved since. Um. As for you, Rue, as you're kind of sitting there, the embers of the fire have died down. Um, you know, just probably just a couple of smolders here and there. Um, as you go through the rest of the night, kind of keeping an eye out, kind of listening and hoping that whatever was heard earlier isn't coming back. Seems like everything's fine. As you sit there, as the dawn the next morning starts to crest off in the eastern horizon, kind of peeking out from over and through the trees. Feugy, go ahead and roll me an herbalism kit and use your wisdom. 11? Yeah, you managed to get through and brew this potion up just fine. It looks right, smells right, all that stuff. So, one potion of healing and no materials. So the grass and the herbs have both been used up.
Sweet.
Or the grass and the mallow, I should say. Everybody, spell slots are back. Um, hit points, hit die. Of course, nobody spent any of those.
Yeah, I was looking at my sheet. I was like, okay, I have nothing to change.
Yeah.
Weather check.
Weather?
Do you have like a sticky note over your monitor or something?
Nope, I just remember. It's the highlight of my days.
Yeah. Yeah, as you wake up and you're stretching, right now it seems like it's going to be sunny, but as you kind of look off towards the west, you kind of see clouds starting to roll in. It looks like it's going to be a rainy one. Kind of hear like a little bit off in the distance as you guys are starting to stir. You kind of hear very far off in the distance, though, very faint.
Well, as everybody's waking up, I let them know. It's like, well, this morning we have partly cloudy skies with a high of 72 degrees with some chances of afternoon showers.
Warmer than 72, I'll tell you that much for sure.
The humidity
Probably in
of
the 80s.
90%, 90% humidity.
It's
40% rain.
It's a high humidity and higher temperature, like living in Florida.
All right, well, guess we'll have to switch some people around so they're not all outside and they're not all inside then.
I mean, the wagon, other than probably Duck, can carry everybody inside. It's
And
just
the kittens.
Yeah,
and the goats.
Might be pushing it with the goats. But
Yeah, so we need
Well, the
people.
goats can walk along with the wagon.
Right. So, but isn't there like a person driving the cart, a person herding the goats and the horse?
And the goats, the goats with rope, you could probably just tie them up behind the wagon. Just
Okay.
You probably will. With a horse and 3 goats, you definitely can't go fast pace anymore.
Yeah, we'll have to go slow.
You'd have to go at a normal pace or slow, whatever you want to go at. But
Go goat.
But anyways, but I would probably, like I said, they can definitely walk beside, and probably wouldn't be too much of an issue. Probably something that they're used to anyway, so it wouldn't spook them or anything.
We're just trying to figure out how to tote these goats.
Totally. Ane, would you like to approach that
Oh,
halfling and let him know?
by the way, while I'm thinking about it, because I forgot this the second time, who wants to roll percentile die?
Oh, I do. I love
Davis.
percentile.
Alright, do it.
Okay, Aster, roll me a percentile die.
Oh no.
39.
That's bad luck.
Yeah, so you guys are looking over the kittens. Or the cubs, whatever you want to call them. The smaller of the two didn't make it.
Oh.
Damn.
Okay,
We
well,
bought all these goats and we can't even keep one little cat owl thing alive.
yeah. Well, I'm going to. Is it still kind of dark this morning?
I mean, like I said, you could wake up earlier and stuff like that and check and stuff, but yeah.
I'd like to bury the cub away from the camp, but I need assistance in covering it. So I need someone to go with me.
I know a super easy way where you wouldn't need a shovel and it'd take you like 5 seconds.
Yeah, I want Rue to go with me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm already the one doing watch, so yes, I'm going with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy enough. Like I said, the merchants are more in tune with packing wagons and getting everything all packed up and ready to go. You know, a couple of them look kind of miserable because they know that they're heading towards the rain because they are heading west. Actually, 3 of them are
Sorry.
The only one who's not is is that
Halfling.
yeah, because I think technically, yeah, it would be faster for him if he wants to go for the roads to go to Oriskay.
Well, as Rue is finishing up his watch, I'm gonna let him know that one of the babies didn't survive. The smallest baby didn't survive, and let's go out and bury them while it's still dark.
Okay. I mean, easy enough.
Before the merchants take off, I let them know, hey, if you're ever up north in the town of Amarsa, tell them Freyja sent you. They'll make sure you get the best spots to sell your wares.
Oh, well, we usually don't go up that high. We might go over to the Republic every now and then and up into the Empire. But generally, if merchants go up there, you're going to find a lot more of those over in one of the port cities like Ulsapold or Nightingale. Definitely if you go over to Tolbera.
Okay. Well met, friends. Well met. You take care of yourselves.
We'll try to, and we'll pass along the word about what you guys said about Rhea style. As they, like I said, they pack up pretty quickly. Kind of seem like that they're used to this and stuff, and start heading on their way a little begrudgingly, going towards the rain. Except for the one that's going to go up the Rio style. I forgot the one with the one wagon heads north. 2 of them head west. The last one, which is the Proud Beam. He's going through. It was dark last night, so he wasn't. So he's going through the wagon, kind of trying to figure out what he has, how long he'll be able to make it, and stuff, and trying to figure out what's his best course of action. Though you kind of have he's probably going to go towards Urske. He's going to go east. Yeah, Urske. Sasuke, yeah, sure. Anyways. Anyways. Alright, so like I said, it doesn't take long at all to bury that one. Anything you guys want to do before you leave? Or are you guys just packing up and leaving? You guys.
I would like to ask Pazuzu if he can gauge if the second cub is going to survive the day.
Right.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I'll give him a look over.
Go ahead and do me a medicine check then. 14. Yeah. Maybe it's kind of rough. It's kind of hard to tell. Doesn't look to be in the best shape. I mean, if you want to, you can roll a nature check if you want to see if you can glean any kind of information on why it wouldn't be doing well, why the other one might have passed
Sure.
away.
Nope.
Not a clue.
It's a mystery.
This other one ain't doing too good either. Maybe goat milk ain't the best for it, but
guess
we're doing the best that we can.
I guess Harrow, considering your background and stuff, you might be able to figure something out if you wanted to. If you want to roll nature, I'll allow that.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, do they need blood?
I don't know.
15. Okay. So, kind of looking at it and such, and kind of sitting here thinking, you're like, okay, so that one didn't survive. They look like that they're eating well, but but it's not looking too good. You're sitting here and you're thinking, and you're remembering what the parents look like, sharp teeth and such. And then you look over the goats, and they're sitting there chewing on the grass, and you're like, I wonder if they're not getting the right formula because they're getting milk from an herbivore rather than what you're assuming was probably either a carnivore or at the very least an omnivore.
Okay.
So they might not be getting the right mixture of things.
Yeah, and they can't eat solids yet.
No. If I remember right with cats and that kind of stuff, they don't eat for the solids for like at least 2 weeks, and these guys
2 to 3. Yeah.
and these guys are only a couple days old.
Okay. Well, we're still gonna try. Pazuzu, want to help feed the baby?
I mean,
The milk that we can offer.
yeah, I'm just trying to think here I would say probably with the 15. Yeah. You might be able to supplement, but of course at the same time it's probably going to slow down your travel and stuff like that. Um but you could decide to try supplementing by taking milk and mixing it with maybe some kind of stock made from the yeah, like chicken, like that's what I'm saying, like chicken stock but I mean, you guys don't have any chickens, so, it'd probably be some other animal or something like that, but it'd probably require going out to hunt and stuff, and it's probably about the only way,
Okay, well, we can try to boil some meat. What I'll do is while everyone's waiting or waking up, I'm gonna go ahead and take off my scale mail and
Okay.
ask if Rue would like to go with me real quick to find either a rabbit, some sort of small animal that we can kill, make a morning stew, and then feed the rest of the group the meat, and then we put the stew with the milk.
Okay.
Well, you're probably not gonna wanna put stew.
I meant
know what I mean?
give like feed him milk and then see if he'll drink the stew.
Well, I was saying more like you mix the two together to
Milk and stew. Okay. But that
honestly, to tell you the truth, Cados, I went and I checked this online for how to feed orphaned lion cubs, and that's what they do.
Okay, that's we can do that. We can do that.
Because there is no special formulas out there for lion cubs.
I
Like there is kitten
remember
formula.
I remember when I last DM'd, I went down a rabbit hole of algae and oceanic parasites.
Well, personally as a child, I was allergic to my mom's milk, so she had to make a concoction of chicken breast like stew without onions and stuff, and then a mixture of other supplements to nurse me and my twin sister. So.
But yeah, I
Oh.
would, yeah.
All right, so let's go do that. Bye, Bubba.
Bye, Bubba.
Good night.
Good night.
And the reason I removed my scale mail is so that I can be more stealthy. So.
Yep. That is perfectly fine. All right. So going out into the.
Hesper, I have like just over half an hour. I have something I have to do before bed. Is that okay?
Yeah, I was figuring Feugy's probably gonna want to end here at or a little before 10. Anywho.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was kind of figuring that. Anywho. Worst case scenario, maybe if I have to go to the bathroom again, we'll just go ahead and call it if it's at an okay spot.
Okay.
I mean, we're getting kind of close to that point. In other words, I mean, it's already 9:30 here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, Feugy, you probably want to go to bed around 10 if you can, right?
I mean, yeah, I don't work tomorrow, but this is later than I usually stay up.
Yeah, no, not a problem. Okay, and like you said, you had to go do something in 30 minutes?
Yeah, we are installing a new clothes dryer. I gotta Fred and Barney it with my dad into the laundry room.
At 11 o'clock at night? Well, I guess your dad's, that's when he's awake.
Yep, you got it.
I was like, who the... I'm like, Aster's dad.
Yeah, we're like a perfect tag team except for the weekends where we're both home. Basically, I leave when he's awake. We never see each other during the week.
Anyways, okay, so go ahead and roll me a survival check if you're going to try the hunt. And what are you looking for exactly?
A small game, so
small game,
rabbit, maybe even
pheasants or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, nothing too big.
Okay.
I'm a mother pheasant plucker. I pluck mother pheasants.
Okay.
Nope. I'm just gonna keep quiet.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna offer to try and assist you, but that would not help you at all, in my opinion, given my survival skills.
12. Let me see here real quick.
Well, could I also just not with just sight, but smell and sound too? So I know that I have the ability to track them with scent. And
yeah. Okay, I'll go ahead and let you roll again.
There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, not too far off in the distance. You sitting there and you hear a sound as you know. Unfortunately, I'm terrible at like animal calls and stuff like that, and you can believe
Do
that.
Give us your best. You have to.
Gobble gobble gobble. Or I guess they go. I don't know.
You got it. There you go.
Not like a fucking dying pigeon.
A+.
Anyways, definitely tell. It sounds like a fairly decent, like big game bird. I'd say up there where you're from and such. No, I think they would be up there.
Okay.
Yeah. Sounds like not too terribly far into the woods and stuff. It seems to be sounds of a turkey.
All right. Well, I direct route. I head towards that direction, and without nonverbal cues, I use my fingers to point to that direction. I
Okay.
don't make a lot of noise.
Okay, so if both you and Rue are going, I need stealth checks.
Okay.
Oh, well, I should have not been at disadvantage, so.
Yeah, here, let me show you what you need to do for that. Because see, the thing is it's constituting you as being equipped with it. So if you come over here and you see on the left where you see the check mark, if you click the check mark, it'll unequip it, and you
Okay.
notice how your armor class went down. So now if you roll it,
Wow. Well,
same thing.
same
Okay.
thing. All right, Rue, do you want to go ahead of me?
Well,
Sure.
I gotta see how well this thing even decides to notice anything. Okay. All right. So you two are, yes, you two are trying to sneak along. You know, you trying to be as careful as possible. You're like, "Ah, I've taken off my armor. I should be fine." As you're walking, and you know, you're more probably concentrating on trying to track this thing. You get to probably where you get a pretty decent closeness on it, and you're pretty close to it, and you hear all of a sudden you just manage to step a little wrong and on a stick, and you hear and it just kind of seems to move a little further away from you, not at a running pace, but well, maybe running for a turkey. I don't know. It's just not very fast.
Okay.
If you
Not
can't
very
How
catch
quiet
this
about running
slow
away either.
turkey, I'm gonna be so disappointed in you.
how far was the turkey when it started this from us?
Home, maybe 100, give or take.
Okay, never mind.
All right, let's try to head to the change direction of that turkey.
Are you gonna stealth it, or are you guys gonna? Are we going into a chase?
I think let's go into a chase.
Okay.
You're okay with that?
Yeah. 5e or not? It's not gonna be able to find that. Google, how fast can a turkey run? 25 miles per hour. That's interesting. How fast can a
Wolf run.
how fast can an Olympian runner run? Apparently faster than a turkey.
All right.
Faster than a speeding turkey.
So
If
yeah, I guess if you guys are gonna, yeah, I mean, you move 35 feet per round. I would say you're probably, I mean, 30 feet is probably somebody who's pretty athletic. I'd say a, so yeah, all right, all right, so man, turkeys run a lot faster than I thought they would. Ed.
My only like experience with like living turkeys is like the video game Don't Starve, where they go very fast.
Oh, interesting.
My friends in high school actually had turkeys like chase them one time. They went on a road trip and there were turkeys on the side of the road. So yeah, they're fast and they're
Okay.
mean.
Okay, well, this is only one turkey, so it's probably trying to run away. But, anyways, okay. All right. So, are you running full
We're
speed?
dashing. I'm dashing
You're
full speed.
dashing? Okay. What are you doing, Rue? Or are you just
He's
kind of
gonna try to keep up with Harrow as much as he can, I guess.
okay? All right. If I remember right, for chases, it's your Constitution plus one. So your Constitution is what again, Cados?
A 2.
2, so that would be 3 times you can dash before you need to start rolling con saves to, and yours is the same,
2.
or is it? Okay, so you guys got about 3 dashes and a chase before you guys need to start rolling con saves to to do the before you guys start worrying about exhaustion. Okay, just checking some things real quick. All right. Yeah, like I said, if this turkey is running away from you, it's probably not very quiet, so you don't need to chase it. And, uh, you know what? I am gonna, because it is rough terrain and stuff. I do want everybody to make an athletics check to make sure that they can move their whole speed.
Rue, that doesn't apply to Rue though.
Nope, does not apply to me.
Okay, it does not apply to Rue, but it applies to you and the turkey.
Okay, so you want me to roll what? Athletics?
Athletics. Okay. Yeah, you seem to be moving through this pretty well. The turkey, startled and stuff, just runs in a direction it wasn't sure. It's getting slowed down by branches. You hear it's just rustling through the branches, through the brush and stuff. Guess technically slowing it down. That would be a dash there. Okay, so turkey needs to make. Nope, gets a level of exhaustion. And it's slowed by the terrain again. Because I don't think turkeys are very high in constitution.
No, they are not.
So, you hear and it's just more through their go ahead and roll me another athletics check. Yeah, probably pretty good. You probably caught up to the point where you can actually see the turkey.
Okay.
Don't know if you're shooting it or if you're just gonna keep trying to chase this turkey
I'm
down.
gonna attempt to get close enough to where I can jump on it and just what's the word?
Grapple it? Got it.
Grapple it, yeah.
Alright.
Break its neck.
Okay. Give me a second here while I
Where's the Zangi flowchart when I need it?
Alright, exhaustion. I need to check. I know the first one's disadvantage on ability checks. I forget what the rest of it is. I don't know when they get slowed. Oh, if he fails again, his speed's halved. So, alright. Constitution check. Nope. I mean, he rolled good on his athletics, but his speed's half, so trying to run away from you, but seems to have lost speed. Yeah, I would say you're probably not close enough. I'd say one more good. No, I was just seeing what was going on with my phone. I'd say one more good, probably chase on him, and you probably got him. So, go ahead and roll me an athletics, so just before I actually say that for sure, because I forgot. Oh yeah, fine. All right, turkey. Nope. What happens when he does that again? Does he get disadvantaged on saving throws and attack rolls? Yeah. Yeah, there's no point. If you're catching the turkey, you just leap out, and the turkey's like trying to run away from you, just running in the bushes and stuff, and just terrible at its job. And you managed.
Great at its job. It's prey.
Go ahead and roll me an athletics check, just to see how well it probably caught the turkey. It's a 3. Yeah, you leap out, and the turkey's just being dumb and running in a straight line. You just tackle into the turkey, and it's struggling to get away from you. What do you do?
Break its neck. So, give it a quick death.
I would say since you got it grappled, I mean, you got
I
a high
will rip
strength.
its throat then with my teeth.
Well, I'm just saying you have a high strength. You got it grappled. I'm just going to say it's easy enough. You probably just
Okay.
Okay, you now have a dead turkey.
All right.
Congratulations.
That took like 15 minutes.
Hey,
I did
you
all
know,
my.
are you
I hope you're
me? Are
better
you?
at hunting vampires than turkeys.
Hey, did you offer to bring anything? No,
I
you were
didn't know what you were
sleeping.
doing. You just left and didn't tell anyone.
I did all my dailies in a mobile game.
All right. Meanwhile, the rest of you back at camp. I would say that the last one, he gets his stuff packed up and he's like, "Well, I think I better go ahead and head out on the road." Like I said, thank you again for getting me back my wagon. I'm going to try to get back to home as soon as I can, and hopefully, get things re-kickstarted there. I think I got enough funds at home to be able to take care of that.
We can
Grant,
assist you getting to Oriske if you're heading in that direction.
I mean, I am, but and looks like not all you guys are here, and I mean, that's up to you. I mean, I can if if you guys really want me to, but I don't know what use I might be or how fast you guys plan on traveling. I'm hoping to go pretty quick because I mean, as you can tell, he points at the wagon. I'm kind of running with a pretty light load here.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
we're a bit heavier. We got some goats to tote, so we're kind of normal speed is as breakneck as things get for now.
Yeah, like I said, for me to recoup from this, I mean, the longer I take, the worse off it's going to be. I mean, I'm probably going to try to get to Oriske as soon as I can, and maybe pick up what materials I can from there. I mean, I've got some from the others, but you know, and try to get back home as soon as I can. Uh, like I said, you know, you do the seven of you have a name?
Oh yeah, I'm Freya Friedenlund.
I meant like a traveling group name or something like that, but it's okay if you don't.
Not yet. We all just really got to know each other last night.
Oh well,
We've been together for like a week or so.
well, where are you heading? Oh, you told me. You said you guys were going to Nightingale. That's right. If I meet any other merchants and stuff, I'll tell them to keep an eye out for you.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
He kind of points at all of you that are currently here, and
Mhm.
well, like I said, I better get going. So, take care and good luck in your travels. Hopefully,
You
better
as
than
well.
what yeah, hopefully I have better luck compared to what I had the last couple of days. But I mean, yesterday seems to be a bit of a turnaround. So hopefully the matron of luck's on my side. Anywho, enough flapping the gums here, and better start beating the feet. And bids you guys farewell as he starts taking off in the distance. Meanwhile, eventually later on, your compatriot here comes back with a dead turkey. I don't know if were you planning on hunting anything else or just the turkey?
I mean, Rue, do you think we need anything else?
No.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, a turkey should last a while for a kitten.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, I would say if you guys are going to prepare this now, it's probably going to take a while because you got to.
Yeah, I would have to prepare it for the morning, so I'll pluck the feathers and everything and have maybe who else knows how to cook game? in our group apart from myself? I've been teaching Rue a little bit.
I think actual cooking skills, which is cook's utensils, nobody
Yeah,
has.
no one has it.
Mm-mm. Like
So,
I would have had to cook while I was staying at my parents' temple, but I
but
probably have access to some kind of kitchen there.
well,
I would have
I don't think
hunted my
I've ever
food.
cooked a meal in my life.
well, and you can have proficiency with cook's tools and stuff like
Mhm.
that. So, it probably comes with like either a mixture. It's probably wisdom, if I'm thinking about it, because you kind of learn over time. Well, either that or intelligence, I would say. Probably
Well,
just to know.
we're doing wisdom. I got it.
All right. Well,
Wisdom's just kind of practice over time. Intelligence is like practice, but retaining the information instead of wisdom's kind of practice and retaining the feel of, cooking by smarts versus cooking by guts.
I feel like cooking via intelligence is somebody who follows the recipe every time and measures all the ingredients. And cooking with wisdom is probably the person who just intuitively is like, just a pinch of this, a pinch of that. Let's taste it. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, grandmaing it.
Yeah.
You like your grandma just like knows exactly like this is how much flour I need. It's like, okay, a handful of flour. Oh, great, I messed up the recipe because it's not the same because my hand is 2 times bigger than grandma's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, if you guys could prepare like a pot of water and start boiling it while I cut up this turkey.
Oh, I can't do that. Do I look like a chef?
Boil water.
Isn't the purpose of this to have it just like turn the turkey into like something it can just drink?
Right. So I was thinking like a soup. So we put the meat of the turkey and boil it to make it soup.
So you actually take the bones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you're making a broth, it's like the carcass after you carved all the meat off.
Right. But we still need to boil the water while I'm cutting up the.
Yeah, you still got to
turkey is what I'm
boil it,
saying.
but yeah.
You're putting the cart before the turkey.
Have a suggestion when you're done taking the feathers off, I guess. I don't know cooking, so this might be not be workable.
Alright.
We just smush it over the pot and let it drain in.
Juice the turkey. It's just a big old orange juicer and just juice the turkey into the pot.
Do you think this will work?
Are you asking me as the DM, or are you asking your group?
Rue is asking Harrow if this is a plan that should be done.
Well, the plan was to cook the meat separate and get the bones and put them and boil the bones and stew. So you guys have rations of cooked meat, and then we have the bone stew. So thank you for the suggestion, but no.
Okay.
Were you gonna summon your earthen fist and go?
Exactly. I was exactly gonna do that.
Oh my god. Oh. Oh shit. Okay. Whew, breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay. Honestly, to tell you the truth, I would say it's probably easy enough. I mean, you're not going for anything super professional or anything like that. It's
Yeah,
probably
no.
easy enough to clean the chicken or the turkey, and the boil the water and all that stuff. I'm not gonna make you guys go through all
Because
that.
basically, like, I guess as a player, for me, it's we boil the meat with the chicken to make the meat soft, so that the bone, like, you can pull the bone easily off, and then.
Oh, all you have to do is run a knife down the bone, and that pulls it off easily. I mean, it's easy enough to carve with. You can carve meat when it's. Yeah.
Rigor mortis. All right, we can do that.
Yeah.
You're not letting it sit there.
I know.
The turkey is
Kind of.
decayed.
The turkey has taken 1 point of decay.
Alright, so we go ahead and do that, and then we have the meat for rations, and then the stew for the child. The bebe.
Okay. Yeah. You look off in the distance and you notice a turkey dressed in a dark purple robe. As he gobbles and swings his staff around, the corpse of the turkey rises.
Oh no.
Turkey zombie and a turkey necromancer.
That wouldn't be very surprising given how things have gone for us so far.
Yeah.
Anywho, I mean, just the whole decay damage and stuff reminded me of that, and I had to get that out in the open. But yeah, easy enough for you guys to go through and do this and situate all that up. Yeah, I would say, like I said, pretty easy. You guys are doing something very easy. So, it probably takes you about late morning. So I'm probably looking like pushing 10 o'clock before you guys are even done with all this, and I guess eating the meat of the turkey. Maybe saving some of it for later in the day, but it's probably not going to be much good past the first day because,
Yeah.
well, I mean, yeah,
We
it
don't
would,
exactly have Ziploc bags.
Yeah.
or
Or preservatives.
refrigerators or any
Yeah.
preservatives or anything. Yeah, no copious amounts of salt. No drying racks for like or well, I guess you guys got wood, but I don't think you want to tear your wagon apart to smoke a turkey. But anyways,
Turkey.
yeah. Anyways, so like I said, probably gets to bed about 10 o'clock before you guys get on the road. Um, and as you guys are heading towards Orske,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
just making sure that's the direction we're planning on taking you. Okay. So, who wants to drive the wagon? Who wants to be on lookout, and who's doing what in the wagon?
I feel like there was some mechanical reason why I was driving the wagon. Was it my owl?
It was because your wisdom was high for animal handling. Same thing with Feugy.
Okay. I don't mind continuing to drive.
Okay.
Okay.
Does Pazuzu mind helping us feed the kitten again with the new formula?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll feed the pups.
Okay.
The one pup because the other one died.
I think he just remembered. He's like, right.
Will this broth last us a couple of days? Maybe a day or two?
Considering how much they eat and stuff, yeah, it'd probably last you maybe 2, 3 if you're lucky.
Okay.
But probably before, because you also got to think here, you don't have salts and stuff like that in that either, so it would probably eventually go bad too.
Do you want me to keep rolling animal handlings for feeding them, or do we got that down?
Yeah, because you're trying to feed them in a new way. So, animal handling. Anybody on lookout?
I'll be on lookout.
Okay, so Ane and Umi riding in the front. You two are in the back with the babies. I know Goose is going to be outside the wagon. Well, actually, by 10 o'clock, probably the rain started coming in, so it started raining. So I guess Goose is walking alongside the wagon. I guess, is Goose. Duck is walking alongside the wagon. Maybe to keep the other animals in check, and Goose is just looking out the back window, making sure Duck doesn't screw things up. I don't know. I'm just having to guess here at this point.
You're doing great.
All right, so that's you two doing that. You two. So I still need. What's Freya and Rue doing?
So while it's raining, Rune obviously, books danger. So he's just gonna kind of sit on the little ledge that would be on the back of the cart wagon to help
Okay.
balance and just kind of enjoy the rain as everyone's doing their stuff.
Okay. So Okay. Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't get as wet because there's a bit of an overhang before that, like, step down kind of stair thing. But okay, I guess you had that back door open and you're just kind of sitting on the door frame down to the and have your
Yes.
feet dangling on the steps or whatever. Okay. Just sitting there watching, I guess.
Yep.
Okay. Freya?
I guess Freya will sit on the back with Rue. I mean, they don't ever hang out ever, but she wants to feel the fresh air on her face, and she's singing, she's playing.
Okay. So sitting enjoying the rain, playing, and then I guess Goose is back there too because Goose is directing Duck Duck on how to not kill barnyard animals and make sure that they stay in line. I don't know.
Goats are friends, not food.
For now.
Anyways.
For now.
Anyways, okay, so all right. You've gotten pretty used to doing this. I don't need an animal handling check out of you for driving the wagon. You've driven it for a day. I would say probably pretty decent at it at this point. I do need the lookout person though to roll me a perception check. That's just the normal perception check because it's just you. 9? Okay. Doesn't seem like anything too out of the ordinary as of yet. Let's see here. Driver, what's your pace? I'm assuming you're either going normal or you're going slow.
I'm a normie.
Normie? Okay. So going along, decent pace, which would be a fast pace via walking. So at least you're going faster than if you guys were all on foot. As your wagon proceeds to head down the road, occasionally taking a stop here and there. Eventually, you 9, yeah, I'd say you get to a point and you see kind of off in the distance, kind of a large rock formation on the right, on the south side of the road. And you think you see a figure kind of seems to be uh leaning up kind of back back against the rock, kind of hunched over a little bit on the ground. You're not quite sure at the distance that you guys are at what this figure is, but yeah, like I said, there's a figure kind of like a next to the rock. Like I said, without getting any closer, really can't get too much detail, but I think with the time and stuff, that's where we'll pick up next time.
Mysterious figure.
Yeah, mysterious figure. I guess it's not so much. Well, maybe kind of hunched. Arms kind of covering the chest, kind of a little bit. Legs splayed out. Yeah, legs out in front, kind of sitting on the ground. And rain kind of raining on him. Yeah, seems to be yeah, I'd say a little hard to make out exactly if it's male or female and what's going on and everything from the distance that you guys are currently at. But we'll find out next time. Anywho, all right. For a thing that we need to do, Cados, you got the inspiration last time, so who gets the inspiration this time?
I would say I'm torn between Anake, who's been kind of brought up the conversations of getting people's backstories. So I would say an A, because that kind of helped us narrow our focus on what to do next.
And he kind of he's a good leader of role playing amongst ourselves.
I tried so hard. I busted my fucking ass tonight.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Aster. Until somebody else steps up and takes the helm. Bonnie, step up and take the helm.
Sorry.
I said step up and take the helm. Lead the roleplay.
You also caught me like mid sneeze.
Oh. Anyways, okay, so we got that marked off. We'll see about next Sunday. Hopefully Bubba and Feugy are okay. You know, they're not all hungover and stuff. I mean, I wouldn't
I
hope
am
that they'd
perfectly fine with just calling next Sunday now. Just floating that suggestion.
Well, I mean, like I said, the problem that I have with that is just becomes large gaps between game sessions.
I
I don't know. I
understand.
mean, well, we'll ask Feugy. Feugy, what do you think the likelihood is?
I mean, I wish I knew if I had to work next Monday, 'cause that's the big thing. Because if I have to work early, I'm gonna need to sleep. But if I don't,
Okay.
I could
When
probably manage.
When will you know that?
Friday.
Maybe give
Friday?
us a heads up, maybe like Friday evening or something when you find out, and just send us a group message. If you work
Yeah.
on Monday, then let's not have a session because that's kind of sucks to be hungover and then staying up late.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
And if
I'm
I get
fine.
put on for next Monday, I'll let you guys know as soon as I know.
Yeah. So as soon as you know, if you let us know, because I think you guys would be okay, but then you got to remember we had a big night the night before, so yeah, if you have to work Monday, then we won't do it. If you do have to work Monday, we won't worry about D&D. If you do, if you don't work Monday, then um we'll kind of play it by ear. I'll kind of see how you guys act Sunday morning and then give it a definitive. I would like let me put it this way. I'd like to Sunday, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. How about that? Is that okay with everybody?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I definitely would like to. It's just
Yeah, no, like I said, I'll see how trashed you guys are in the morning, and then or afternoon or whenever the hell you guys get up. I don't know.
Well,
It's
we have
gonna.
to check out by 11, so it won't be any later than that.
You hope. Uh, dragging Bubba out by his feet at like 10:59. Come on, Bubba, we gotta
It's like,
go.
come on, I ain't getting charged another night. Let's go.
Anyways, all right. So yeah, we'll play it by ear. I'll keep you guys posted. Feugy will keep you guys posted. Um, like I said, definitely if you're working Monday, we won't worry about it at all. If you're not, then we'll play it by ear on how things look following the party.
Sounds good.
Alrighty. Okie dokie.
I had a lot of
get-
fun tonight. Thank you
And
guys.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll also have to do that for the 2nd of July, won't we, Feugy? Because that's when Franz's wedding is. Or Bubba's, sorry.
Yeah, well,
I
of
will
course,
stop recording now.